second. Make sure the stream is up.
Oh, so the stream didn't hear my Super Saiyan joke? Should I say it again?
No. Please to be not doing that. Anyway, last time, you guys came into the Feywild and immediately saw two gentlemen being harassed by a group of Harengon. Two gentlemen who, I might add, you mistook immediately for hostiles because they happened to be in the same immediate area as the Harengon brigands. Once you realized they were once they were the ones being accosted, you deigned to help them. Immediately overwhelming the Harengons with ease, allowing one to escape, and the rest of them either burned or are currently tied up on the back of their own giant snail. After which you went to the Slanty Tower to rescue what you didn't know at the time was a fairy dragon locked in a cage. He is also with you currently because you could not open the cage. It is locked magically, and I guess nobody had any teleportation magics that they could use to teleport them and another person. At least not readied at the moment. You guys left off. I don't remember which direction you said you wanted to move, but the current goal, according to you guys, was to try and get that cage open, and that's where we left off at the last session.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to head to, like, a city. We were going to talk to this guy that we captured's boss.
Right. Okay. What voice did I use for Sir Talavar?
Can Scritch try to break open the cage? Because I feel like I don't think that's a dumb idea.
You can certainly try to break it open. I wouldn't say no to that.
I'm asking the team.
That's Meeper coded.
I mean, just don't, like, be too rough to where, like, don't try to blow it up or, like, throw it at a wall or something.
Blow it. Scritch casts his fireball?
Yeah.
Scritch
At
cast
5th level?
Scritch cast detonate object?
Yeah. Scritch casts self-destruct.
Scritch is gonna use a rage and be big and go to rip this thing open.
Okay. Make an attack roll, and because you're raging, I'll give you advantage. But I'm warning you, the DC is insane.
No, I thought it'd just be an athletics check.
You know what? I don't know why I said an attack roll. I meant strength check, but my brain was like, he said smash.
You don't. But you.
No, I'm saying Scritch. Scritch said smash.
Right. But also, just you don't have to give me advantage on the strength because when you're raging, you get that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You said rage.
Let me do that for
you said rage. My brain went strength advantage.
Right. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm just trying to find it. There we go.
Double 19s.
Holy shit.
I will say, he doesn't break. He doesn't even bend. But the sheer force that you put into it chips the non-magical parts of the metal just a little bit. Talavar looks up at you, your tiny body with your freakish strength, with wide eyes, and maybe a little pee comes out, but it's hard to tell.
Oh my fucking god.
In my mind, Scritch is in his big form, holding the cage on the palm of like his one hand, and his other hand is on the top of it, trying to, like a tuna can, trying to peel it. That's the form Scritch is in right now. As he's trying to wrench.
If I may make a suggestion, young man, how about we go over to Tellamy Hill? There's a young lady there named Jingle Jangle who might have a key.
Scritch looks at Azur at Autumn.
Azur.
That's actually something from
Jesus
the
of
other
Nazareth?
campaign.
An Azer is like a tiny fire elemental.
Scritch looks at Autumn.
Yes. Well, if Sir Talavar has a way to get himself out of the cage, then I think we should follow.
Well, I don't necessarily know that young Jingle Jangle will have the key to my cage, but it is a. One thing you should know about her is that she is somewhat cursed in a small way. She really, really loves keys. Collecting, trading, buying, selling, it's sort of her whole personality. And just between you and me, I think she gets depressed up in that little house of hers at the top of the hill. Just all alone by herself.
Can we establish how many keys Scritch has stolen over the years?
How many keys has Scritch stolen over the years?
I don't know. Maybe just the one ring recently.
You know what? You know what's so funny? Roll a D100 for me.
I've had
He's probably
multiple
stolen a
times.
lot,
I've had
but how many did he
multiple.
take with him into the Feywild?
I've
Oh,
had multiple key moments.
How long have you been with the carnival?
You keep asking me this, and I always all messing up my head. It's like 10 years at least. I know that.
I'll call it 10 years. Roll 2 D100s.
Okay.
And
Times
we'll,
10.
No, 2 D100s, and then that's how many keys you have stashed in your room back at the Witchlight
That's
Carnival.
a lot of keys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Scritch steals things a lot. And it's 10
Jesus.
years.
He's a little rotten thief.
Whoa!
I bet you have like this den, like this hole in the ground full of just a random
You have
shit.
136 random keys.
I've got yo-yos. I've got like the sticks from corn dogs that people threw away.
Oh my, with the jokes on them.
I've got Scritch is a hoarder, apparently, is what we're learning right now.
And just so you know, those keys aren't on your person. Those are back in
just
your
have-
room at the carnival.
Can I just have the ring of keys that I took at the end there, right before I went through the portal?
Yes, absolutely. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Those. Let's see. You
I took
those
Mr.
off of Mr.
Yeah.
Light, right? Or Mr.
No,
Witch?
the other one.
Mr.
Yeah.
Witch. You took them off of Mr. Witch, so they're probably just to their little caravan room with the bigger on the inside.
Okay.
I did not think of that. It's just something that came into existence when you brought it about.
Interesting enough, for those of you who don't know, on Mr. Witch's keychain is a little pride flag, so
The pride
We
flag.
now
Is
know.
on, the pride flag is on Mr. Light's key ring. Mr. Witch is.
Are they both here? It's just one of them.
They're both straight, but they're both very much allies.
Alright, that's cool.
No, Mr. Light, as flamboyant as he is completely straight. Mr. Witch, you know, the smooth southern reserved voice, he's actually secretly gay.
Okay, Scritch is gonna hoist the cage up onto the snail.
Right. Now we will take this brigand with us so that he doesn't cause any more trouble and head east. Hopefully, Jingle Jangle has something that can get me out of this predicament, and then I can go on my mission to deliver the news to the Queen of the Summer Court.
Good news.
Good. Did I slip into Farnsworth?
A little bit, tiny bit. It just reminded me of it.
Did I slip into Farnsworth? Is not something.
Good news, everybody!
To shreds, you say.
Shreds you get.
Thanks, I hate it.
That laugh was great.
Ugh.
The Herringon that we've taken prisoner, is he wearing shoes, by the way?
No, they're all barefoot.
Okay.
In fact, I would say that it's pretty noticeable that every single one of the Herringon you met so far has been completely barefoot, especially considering you guys have been... You spawned in effectively a giant face swamp.
Are they all going full Winnie the Pooh? Like no pants
No,
either?
let me look
Well,
at. Let me look at. I actually sincerely don't know. Give me a second. I sincerely
Well,
don't.
I'm not trying to derail. I'm just curious.
I am trying to derail.
No, they
I
are.
am
They are
curious.
wearing baggy pants and what looks like.
I'll never forgive you, Meeper.
Yeah, they're just wearing baggy pants and like ties around their ankles, but that's about it.
Oh, Maridon. Can't forget about Maridon.
I'll have to see, because I traded mine for a Koraidon, so I don't know if I can trade you the one that I ride on.
So the way this works is I'm going to follow Meeper's travel encounter rules. On during the day, it's an 18, 19, or 20, right, Meeper?
Yes.
And during the night, it's 19 or 20, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys can feel free to use this map. Telemi Hill, my friends, is off to the east.
Is it this?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
I
it is.
suppose.
Keep in mind,
Okie dokie.
there's a very small chance that it won't be there when we get there because, well, it moves around hither quite a bit.
Is it a lion turtle?
No, it's got literal feet.
It's a walking mausoleum.
It's more of a walking mountain, but not quite the size of a mountain. Why did you can't just drag your whole ass self over there.
I didn't, for the record. I moved it one tile at a time, very slowly over there. After you said we could move it,
Here,
I was waiting for you to tell me to stop.
I'll put it here. So,
I went very slowly.
how many squares do you do for what paces, Meeper?
Slow is 1, medium 2, fast 3.
All right.
We're riding the snails, so what's the snail's pace?
Mounts add 1 extra tile for free per day.
Okay, yeah, that. So you guys, if you want to move at a fast pace, you'll get 4, medium 3, and slow 2.
I am not a fan of traveling. I'm not a fan of traveling, so let's go fast.
I mean, do we get a negative for going fast because we're riding a thing, or
Well, I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to the disadvantage on perception checks when moving fast. Because once you come to a stop, you're not moving anymore. You're not missing anything.
I do whatever everyone else does. Scritch is just along for the ride anyway.
All right.
I want to go with medium.
Okay, so we'll move here then, right?
Can Scritch fit his head through the bars of the cage?
No, absolutely not.
The pseudo dragon can't fit. I don't think Scritch can.
Okay.
How many encounters do you do during the day?
It's based on travel speeds. So at medium it's 2, slow it's 1, fast it's 3.
All right, Catherine, I'd like you to roll a d20.
Got you.
And Cassie, I'd like you to roll a d20.
If you
If
get a
you
nat
behave
20,
yourself,
we get
Oh
to
my
fight a
God.
fey octopus.
a foctopus, if you will. Hello.
Hello, McFly.
It's not a.
Oh, sorry, that was my problem.
I'm hitting the enter button, but nothing's happening.
It
Do you want me to
looks
roll
like
for you?
somebody just left and rejoined the stream.
It was me. I refreshed the page.
Oh.
There we go.
Why
Catherine-
would you do that?
That's Cassie's
Catherine,
roll.
can you roll a d20 for me? Just
I did it.
Taylor
I did
over
it for you.
here.
okay.
It was
okay,
an
okay.
11. Okay, and your day goes by pretty uneventfully as you make your way towards Teleme Hill. Off in the distance, you hear the occasional thuds of something big stepping in the background, off in the distance, and the occasional croaks of frogs and sounds of other miscellaneous insects. Other than that, nothing stands out too much as you follow the mushy path ahead of you, and it is time to set up camp. Who would like to make some night watches?
I'll do.
Also, hold on, I want to show off the camp. 1 second.
I rolled a 12.
Well, before we
No.
do the night watch, we gotta set up the camp and stuff.
Bam! Hither camp during the day. Made a little camp, a little swamp camp.
It
Swing.
is black.
There's no
I don't have a
token in
token.
the
Problem
scene
with
which gives
that,
you
Catherine?
visibility.
1 second. 1 second.
Jesus! The
Mm,
fucking scorn on your voice.
Fuck you.
Lucy.
Lucy! What are you doing?
All the goosies.
Oh, that's a nice camp.
Yeah.
Can I have a scritch?
Absolutely.
No.
I will drag all of your placards down at the same time. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Although I should probably do it the nighttime since you're doing nighttime, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. Cressida.
Cressida.
Where the
Greasida.
fuck is everybody? You
Greasida? Excuse you.
Oh, there's
and
Lavanna.
and you.
Wait, didn't I update my placard?
That is the updated placard.
That is the update. Okay.
You do Cressida name puns that are just straight up like bitchy teen girl insults. Greasy Herida,
Greasy.
Oh
Oh my
my
god.
flat
That is-
chestida.
That's very.
It's fucking wrecked.
That is some middle school coded insults.
That is some girls' locker room insult.
So Rich is gonna go pick up a stick from the thing and kind of like burp onto it, and it'll ignite the stick, and then he'll light the fire with it. Which, by the way, he has prestidigitation. This isn't like bullshit I'm making up.
I was curious. I'm like, where are we getting this one from?
It's the same thing with his like eye patch hole. He can do this stuff with that too. But anyway,
Scritch burps up noxious methane gas, which he ignites with a flint-like tooth in the back of his mouth.
Scritch is sitting all alone on the log.
If you guys would like to RP or make night watches, go for it. Whoever wants to, I will take 4.
He's staring
I
into the
rolled
fire.
one. I rolled a 12.
It's like
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do one.
Okay.
5.
And I need one from Scritch as well to complete the night. Oh,
I don't want to complete the night. I'm waiting for
wait,
someone to come talk to Scritch.
Eldrin can take a double watch since they only need 4 hours of sleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to roll another one, or do you want to... I also need to ask you a question, so hold on.
Sure, I'll do the full watch.
Scritch is just staring into this fire, blank-faced, while sitting on this log. Cassie.
What's up?
She's,
Oh, you know,
she's trying
Savannah gonna
to. She's
talk
trying
to-
to initiate. She's trying to prompt RP.
I'm trying here. Scritch is just sitting on a log staring into a fire alone. I'm waiting for someone to do shit. RP with each other if not with Scritch.
Isn't Autumn its keeper?
It's Keeper.
It's Keeper.
So, something tells me
I've
that
re-
you folks aren't native to the Feywild. That's not often.
Is that racism I detect?
If he's talking, he needs to be on the field. Please place him on the field.
you, Sir Talivar? Where are you, Sir Talivar? Here we go. Sir Talivar, he'll be over here.
I rehearsed in my head for a while today what Scritch is gonna say to one of you if one of y'all decided to engage with Scritch. But no.
I'll
Never
sit
mind.
down. All right. I'll sit on the opposite log,
Young man.
also looking into the fire.
What's your name, young man? You're very strong.
No, Lavana's already engaged with me. I don't want to engage with the NPC.
Well, the NPC already engaged with you. You have no choice.
Yeah,
Well-
serve delicious, idiot.
Well, he can't follow me over here because he's in a fucking cage.
You don't walk away from your elders. I am speaking to you.
Oh, he's an elder dragon.
No, he's just got a mustache. I'm assuming he's an adult.
Make her get.
I'm Lucy Bear Cheese. Thank you.
Although calling Scritch young man is a little, what's the word?
Ironic.
Ironic, but also... I can't think of the word. Oh, I can't think of the word patronizing. Because Scritch is like hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Well, objectively.
Look.
But yeah, so Scritch is sitting next to Lavana staring into the fire.
I said, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to
Okay.
engage.
Okay. I guess it's on my end, right? I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. It's
Yeah.
really loud for me. Oh, it's so
Here,
much better. I'm
I
yelling
can-
over people. No, don't change it because everyone else is probably already adjusted their volume anyway.
Well-
I just forgot that was a thing.
I forgot to... The volume's usually at 10%, and I had it up at 25% for some reason.
Scritch is staring into the fire, and Scritch says, "It's funny. Yesterday, Scritch was at the carnival, and now we're here. By a fire. In the wilderness.
What's so strange about that?
Well, the day before yesterday, Scritch was lost in the woods blind.
Day before yesterday. We were together the day before. I don't understand what you mean.
And the day before that, Scritch was in that floating place with the screaming.
Oh,
Are you talking about the dragonfly ride that we attended?
the bubbles.
Or the bubbles?
And the day before that, Scritch was with his family.
Hmm. I snap my fingers in front of him.
He looks up at you.
Like, you okay, buddy?
I'm all right. I don't know why I've gone from where I have to where I am, but I hope that where I am tomorrow is still with the three of you. I don't really understand it yet, but I don't know. I feel more at ease.
Well, we are in a new and scary place, so I have no intention of not sticking together, so I will do my best to keep everyone together.
Lavana and anybody else listening, would you like to make an insight check real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it. Insight.
Well, Lavana just said, by the way, is what my parents said before they got the divorce. No, I'm joking. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know why Founder's being so fucking finicky.
8 on an
I have a plus
18.
2. Huh? Did it roll?
Yeah,
Oh.
No, I guess it didn't.
Cressida's rolled.
Yeah, Cressida rolled an 18.
Wait.
Victor rolled a 14.
Here we go. I rolled
A
a
10.
10. Let's go,
Um,
baby.
Autumn and Cressida. Autumn, you haven't known Scritch for very long, but even you can tell there's something wrong with his brain. Something.
Oh, this is the tell.
Hold on, no. Listen. You haven't known Scritch for very long, but even you can sense something's wrong with his brain. Anytime,
wait.
let me finish.
Okay.
And Cressida, you've known Scritch as long as Lavana has, and something isn't right. This isn't how Scritch usually acts. The two of you who have been journeying with Scritch these past couple of days in the carnival and here in Prismere, he hasn't been this clear.
Autumn just sits up straight.
Weirdly lucid.
Autumn just sits up straight on the log and points at Scritch and's like, I get it now. You're insane.
It's more of a contrast. You guys have been used to Scritch's craziness, and even again, Autumn, you've only known Scritch for a couple of days, and you've gotten used to it, and this is different. This is weird. And weird for Scritch is normal.
So it's like healing him being here.
What caused this moment of clarity is a complete mystery. But sitting here, his first night sleeping in the Feywild for God knows how long, with 3 strangers and a purple dragon, the fog clears for a moment as Scritch opens up and is completely sincere and not a rambling lunatic. Is there anything else you wanted to do with that scene, Taylor?
I had some more things Scritch was going to say, yeah, but I don't want to be too MC right now.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Scritch is going to say, this is kind of like camping.
Well, it
I would argue that it is camping.
You took the words right out of my mouth, young lady.
Scritch went camping once with the family.
Where's your family now?
Are you on the log next to Scritch, or are you just like 5 feet
I'm
away? That
around.
looks like on the thing.
Now, am I to
I'm
assume
flitting
that
around.
Scritch is somebody you know?
Oh, it's because he's speaking in the third person.
This is Scritch. He has. He's a bit eccentric.
I understand. I see Scritch was talking in the third person.
Scritch is gonna look towards
Sir Talivar.
what? No, I'm having a stroke. What's Catherine's character's name again? I just said it a moment ago. But...
Cressida.
Right, Cressida. Scritch looks towards Cressida. I literally said it not even 20 seconds ago too. Scritch looks towards Cressida because you just asked Scritch a question, and Scritch is gonna say, "Do you want to see Scritch's family?"
I do.
He pulls out a bunch of rabbits from his
Rabbit's
marsupial
feet.
pouch.
Rabbit's feet.
He
Scritch
kills
is
you
gonna
and
gesture.
sends you to the afterlife.
No, Scritch is gonna gesture for you to come over on the log next to him.
I flit over.
Okay. Someone move Cressida over to the log.
Shut up. What?
Move your character.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Perhaps you
So,
need
Scritch,
a fucking innuendo.
Scritch is gonna lean forward on the log, really, and his face is gonna be really close to yours, and he's going to reach up and peel back his eye patch, and in the black void of his eye, you start to see an image, and almost like VR, you sort of watch a scene play out, and it's from a first person perspective, but you see well, it's first person, so it feels like it's yourself, but you feel like you're looking up at 2 massive giant figures walking side by side with you. And since you're so small and you're walking so slowly because you're so small, they're clearly walking extra slow. You're in some sort of super ridiculously ornate hallway with carved marble walls and pillars. And the ceiling, in relation to yourself, is ridiculously massive because the two people walking side by side with you is a giant man and a giant woman. Not giant like big. I mean like giants. And they're wearing flowing white robes, and they're just kind of smiling down at you. And one of them goes to say something. There's no audio, but one of them goes to say something, and the mouth moves, and you maybe can make out the words "We love you, Scritch." And that's it. That's it. The scene kind of ends, and you kind of get pulled back to yourself, and Scritch pulls down his eye patch.
Wow, that was a lot.
It's like a 5-second scene.
I'm
It
confused.
felt a lot.
Are you not going
It's
to?
your RP.
Are you not going to pull out like one of those flip-down wallet things with the pictures in them? I thought you were going to show her your family.
Scritch looks at the
He
dragon
did
guy.
flip something and show me his family.
Scritch looks at the dragon guy and says, "Wallet? You have a wallet? Where's that at?"
I don't have a wallet, and if I did, it's long gone now.
Sir Talavar, do you have any pockets on your person?
I don't think so. I'm not wearing pants, as you can see, so
I'm not wearing any pants.
As you make this
Dragon
conversation
dick is
about
hanging around.
Jesus.
as you make this conversation about pockets, Scritch's face just comes into frame like through the bars behind Televar.
he
Pocket-
Like how SpongeBob fucking like bursts through the metal.
he he scrambles to the opposite end of the cage as he's like, huh, where'd that rabbit go? Oh well, he turns around. There you are, pushing your nose against his cage, attempting to reach for, I'm assuming, some hypothetical pockets he may or may not have, as he scrambles to the other side of the cage with a deep fear in his eyes.
Scritch is gonna either do a watch if you want to go to sleep. It's up to y'all.
We already got all 4 watches out of that, and nothing. The night passes by pretty uneventfully as the 4 of you interchange between your watches.
Did we decide on what pace we're going?
Medium.
Fast.
Fast.
Oh,
Medium?
I thought we decided fast.
I
I thought-
Well, if
suggest
everybody
fast.
else wants fast, then I guess we're going fast. I
Okay,
said
the
medium.
next one will be
Okay.
fast.
Okay, never mind.
Cressida can tell the others what she saw if she wants, obviously.
I share what was seen through the eye hole.
I'm the eye hole man.
I'm gonna
Only I'm allowed to have eye holes.
make those grids a little bit more visible. There we
Get
go.
up on out of here with my
No one-
eye
1,
hole.
2, 3,
No-
4.
No one's
gonna
gonna tell me that's not the most inventive use of prestidigitation, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there.
Cassie, or no, excuse me, Taylor and Meeper. I would like.
Wait
you-
a second.
Huh?
You're forgetting something.
Oh yeah, Meeper, roll a d4.
I already did.
For what?
Everybody.
Wait.
Huh?
You wait.
That reminds me. Do I
Yeah.
have to do my fucking
Oh yeah, you need to do your portents.
Roll your 2
for
portents.
every single like rest that we do?
Yeah.
How about I only do it if something comes up? There we go.
No, they're different every day. That's the
Yeah,
point.
I know, and I will only roll for it when like if something happens. Like if we get no travel encounters, I'm not gonna roll my portent dice.
She's saying like if she gets to do an encounter, that she'll roll them then and roleplayed it that she roleplayed it earlier in the day. She just doesn't want to have to roll every time, which I don't know why
Yeah.
it's such a fast roll anyway.
Wow.
I was on your side until
Wow.
I said it out loud, and then I realized it was a little silly. I'm sorry.
Well, it's just like it's every day. I don't know.
You
What
could
did you-
just you could roll them, and then if you don't use them in a day, just not the bada, just not use them. Just have them until you use at least one.
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
the
let's
dragon's
do that.
name again?
Sir Talavar.
Is Talavar just like parakeet style dead in the cage because no one fed him last night?
No, he's vibing.
Oh my god.
He's a magical
Like with
creature.
his-
He's
Upside down and crinkled.
He's got his talons up in the air.
He has the magical superpower of plot armor.
So does this cage, apparently.
It's morning.
Yes.
Meeper, if you will.
So, on comes the morning. Oh God. How do I want to approach this?
Yeah.
Are we about
Okay.
to get Autumn character roleplay?
I read that as
Yeah.
Hitler Camp. I read that as Hitler Camp. All right, I'm rolling my two.
Speaking of
20s.
speaking of Hitler, what is
Ooh.
Autumn doing with her hand right now?
16.
That's not even close
I know,
to me.
Not
Just here.
even.
I know.
18 and a 16 are both very good.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, if I don't use them, I'm just gonna hang on to them.
We're really lucky we dealt with the Hydra as we did the other day, by the way, in Meeper's game. Meeper, how much were you really hoping someone was going to leave salt there?
I mean, I don't know what you mean. Like, it would have tried to follow you, but you can move much faster than a fucking snail, and it wasn't smart enough to be like, I'm gonna go onto the ceiling and then fucking drop onto a stalactite because it was a hydra.
But if someone had left salt there, though, it could have stepped on the salt and died that way. And then
Yeah, it
the
still
Hydra-
took a minute to get there, and then by that point, you all would have been long gone.
Oh, okay.
Meeper and I are talking. Give me a sec.
Embarrassing.
Meeper's character is secretly an axe murderer.
Yep. I'm just choosing my victim like it's Town of Salem.
Yeah, that's what the D4 was.
the D4 shows that Autumn is supposed to kill Lavanna, but Meeper's like, I really want it to be Scritch. Can it please be Scritch?
I'm gonna fudge that roll.
She like kicks it.
It.
So you guys,
The die.
as you guys wake up,
I saw this coming.
you see where Autumn was sleeping. Autumn is no longer sleeping, but you see instead a pink-haired woman sleeping where Autumn was sleeping.
I check her pockets.
Is it Lavana?
Well, it's not Lavanna.
You have pink hair.
I have purple hair.
It looks like Sakura from Naruto, but wearing like knight's armor.
Do we poke it? Should we poke it?
I'm checking her pockets. I'm not joking. I'm checking her pockets.
All right. One
Is
second.
this like a Pyra and Mithra type deal?
1 second.
It's a new person. It's what Scritch does.
Whoa.
It's Pyra and Mithra. Or it's Land of the Lustrous thing. One of the two.
More than likely, she's just gonna wake up anyway. I'm just playing Scritch the correct way.
Okay, roll a stealth check to see if you wake her up, first of all.
Okay.
You don't.
Unless that was turned into a 60. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
One
What do I
second.
find in her pockets?
Hold on. The stealth check was bad. That was my bad. I'm dumb. She wakes up.
Okay. What do I find in her pockets?
2 pennies.
All right. Yeah, so she wakes up, she sees Scritch in her pockets, and she's like, Scritch, darling, you really shouldn't be doing this to people. I'm going to pick him up by the scruff.
His arms are outstretched, but not able to reach the pockets.
No. Come on now. It's not very nice to constantly rummage through other people's things.
Scritch is gonna kind of think for a second and then look at you and say, Scritch has never been in your pockets.
It's not nice to lie, either.
You're... What? Scritch just looks really confused now.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, we're under attack! No, I'm just kidding.
Good news, everyone.
Okay, yeah, does Sir Talavar wake
Yeah,
up?
Sir
at
Talavar
this
does
point?
wake up, and Sir Talavar, who is this now? I'm very confused at the makeup of this party of adventurers.
Can
Yeah,
you
I'm
blow
gonna.
up the picture of Meeper, by the way?
Yeah, one sec. Let me right click.
Thank you.
Right click.
'Cause I can't zoom in anymore, and it's not that big for me, and I'd like to see it.
That's cute.
That's cool.
Relatable.
He's from Fire Emblem.
I do like that picture a lot.
Now that Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so she's gonna set Scritch down gently, and she's going to walk over to Sir Talavar's cage, and kind of gently do a curtsy bow and be like, "Greetings, Sir Talavar. I am Spring, of her mistress's Sir Summer Court. Currently not in service due to circumstances. Let me get you out of there right away."
He reaches
and I'll
hand.
kind of-
He very eagerly reaches his hand out for a handshake. Oh my goodness gracious! It is lovely to meet a fellow servant of the Summer Court, especially here and hither, the domain of that wretched Bavlorna.
And as I'm shaking his hand, I am going to use the Spring base step, which allows me, if it's the one I'm thinking of, to teleport one willing creature within 5 feet of me instead of me. And I'm going to teleport him out of the cage.
Oh.
Yeah. His body dematerializes into lavender and magenta smoke for just a moment before rematerializing outside of his cage. My word! I suppose we don't have to go and visit Miss Jingle Jangle after all, although I really should.
Well, if she's a friend of the Summer Court and feeling lonely, I hate to see anyone be lonely.
I suppose there's no reason not to, but we only really needed the silver key that she may or may not have had in her collection.
Scritch is gonna look around the campsite and kind of get a little misty-eyed and like teary-eyed, and he's like, "But where's Autumn? Where's Autumn?" And Scritch is just kind of like looking around.
Yes, come to think of it, I was so overcome just now with the joy of freedom that I noticed that your other friend seems to be missing.
Oh, yes, my sister Autumn. She's preoccupied for the moment, but we both agreed it'd be best if I handled things for at least a short amount of time. But don't worry, you can trust me, and I'll pull out an electrum whistle and call for Voyage.
And Voyage blinks into existence next to you.
Yeah, and I'll just put my hand out for him to smell it.
Roll animal handling with advantage.
Scritch runs up and smells your hand too.
Roll scritch handling with advantage. With disadvantage.
There it is.
15, yeah, he recognizes you. You smell roughly the same. And besides, Blink Dogs are of the Fae anyway. He knew there was something weird about you, and he's cool with it.
Scritch is gonna look at you and be like, Whistle is Autumn's. What you do, Autumn?
Autumn's fine, my dear. She just needed a bit of a sabbatical.
I'm role-playing Meeper suddenly being a different character this morning as best as I can with an insane character. There's two sane people here who should be asking a million questions but aren't, and it's driving real-life me crazy because I want to know how this works and what's going on.
It's like slack jawed. I
Yeah.
I'm afraid we're going to need a bit more explanation than that, my dear.
agreed.
Well,
Did you shove her into a pocket dimension? Did you consume her flesh and then she
Oh my
became
God.
you? Is
nothing
she,
quite so violent. It's
is
just,
she trapped in a bag of holding, perhaps?
wouldn't carrying things be so much easier? Wouldn't things be so much simpler if they're like that? No, rather, you can think of us as, two sides of the same coin. Or something along those lines.
Like a werewolf.
Still no, it is, fully daytime. But, yes.
So what happens like when you guys switch? What happens when you guys Freaky Friday? Like, where does she go? I assume because you're spring and she was autumn, there's also a winter and summer as well.
And winter.
I said winter.
You said winter. I'm fucking dumb.
Scritch speaks up and interrupts and says, "Yeah, and there must also be a January and a February."
It's
Oh, yes, well, those would be our other sisters. They're a handful.
My
No, it's more so like we can only really occupy anywhere at once at a time at any given time.
my God.
Or more specifically, we share the same body, different minds, and, well, different goals, I suppose. Although they usually line up.
oh, I've met someone like you before.
Young miss, have you...
They
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm interrupting you. Go ahead.
I've met someone like you before, but they weren't, let's say, well, they weren't in the best of shapes, you know.
I see. Well, we make do with what we can, and to be honest, it's, Autumn's been hogging the limelight a bit, so I'm ready to get out there and stretch, and you see her pull out a rapier and kind of swish it around and, hold out a shield as well. Get a bit of exercise in for myself.
Sir Talavar flies right up into your face, Spring. He puts his hands on either cheek. Young miss, you didn't happen to make a deal with Bavlorna Blightstraw, did you? Or
Kiss her.
Scabatha Nightshade?
Gabatha?
You-
Oh,
You reek. You reek of weird magic, young lady.
I assure you, there's been no such odd dealings. Titania of the Summer Court is the only one who I devote myself to. But, truth be told,
He interrupts himself as you're talking to give him to do like a very patriotic salute. Yes, Titania, and then you go. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Continue. I just hear her name, and you know how it is.
get all riled up.
yes.
He got his little jimmies rustled.
Truth be told, I know not how I've, or how we, I suppose, have come into such a situation. The memory is kind of blur beyond a point between self and many. But we've all sort of agreed that there was something odd about one Witchlight carnival, and sure enough, that inquiry has led us here.
Cressida, you're involved with the Summer Court, aren't you?
At least I know a move that originated there. Maybe I
Have
can
y'all-
make a history check.
Have y'all seen the Marvels?
No.
No.
The movie?
Fuck
No one.
that.
The three girls in that, they do the exact same thing where they swap places.
I fucks with the MCU sometimes, but lately it's been miss on the hit or miss scale.
Yeah, phase 5 just not hitting it.
I'll say though, Loki season 2 fucks hard.
That's what I heard.
I'm super curious now outside of the game. Is this homebrew or is this like I love it by the way, I'm not anyway bitching about it. Is it homebrew or is it a class thing that I don't know about? What is this?
Meeper, would you like to explain your character gimmick for the class?
Yeah, so basically at the end of each long rest, I roll a d4, and then I'll become one of the 4 seasons. They all have the same stat line, but they're all a different charisma class. So
That's really
Autumn
fucking
is a
cool.
warlock, and Spring is a paladin.
Are they all
Well,
like
you can be different classes? That's crazy.
The way we
Yo,
did
I bet
this-
this was so much fun for you.
Meeper wanted
Yeah, when it finally happens, I rolled a 3 twice in
Yeah.
a row for more Autumn.
this yeah, 3 times actually I think in a row. The first one was at the first long
It was
rest.
at the start of the campaign. Then we've had 2 long rests since.
You're right, you're
and
right,
now
you're right.
this one I finally rolled off of Autumn.
Meeper approached me with this idea, and I thought it was dope as fuck. She has all of the
It's dope as
stats, all the stats and inventory are the same, but each personality acts as a different class. They're all the charisma classes.
That is super cool.
Such a good, fun idea.
What are
Especially
they-
for someone of
they're
your
all-
caliber. Like,
they're
all
what is the
charisma.
experience?
they're all charisma classes, so that means that
One's a sorcerer.
one's a sorcerer, one's a bard, one's a paladin, and one's a
Warlock.
warlock.
Autumn was the warlock, and Spring here is the paladin.
I would have been
That's
pissed if
really-
it was a druid.
Fucking funny. Druids are wisdom casters.
Oh, they have to be all the same thing. Like,
Her stats don't
I
change.
love
It's just
this
her
idea.
class.
This was a 100% Meeper original. This is not in the book. This is all 100% homebrew.
really.
Good going, Meeper.
Super cool.
Bravo.
I like it.
And
Yes.
props for keeping it under wraps all this time.
Yeah.
God,
Been like
God,
8
Meeper being
sessions or something.
Meeper being the MC this episode says Scritch for a change. Gosh.
If Meeper rolled a 3 again, I would have.
She would not have changed.
I would have hinted. I would have hinted at it at somewhere else, like a dream or something, just to tantalize you. But I'm so glad it finally happened.
I knew it'd happen eventually. Yeah. So, like, when we went through the mirror, right, that was a long rest. And I think Tommy wanted to do the reveal then. He's like, oh, yeah, this is where it's going to happen at the end of the session.
Yeah,
And then I rolled
exactly.
Autumn again. And he's like, can you please re-roll it? And I just said, I do as the dice will.
Can I ask something? Are all 4 of them sort of like different versions of the same person? Like, because like she seems to know Scritch. Does she have the same memories as Autumn?
You will have to figure that out as time goes on.
Or
Yeah,
one of the
Scritch
2
seems to
sane
be-
people here can ask that question in game.
No, I think it's funnier this way.
Damn. I would assume that they all just communicate with each other. Like
Nice.
they have like a dream session. It's at like a conference room.
Now that
Scritch
it's
is gonna jump up and try to grab the dragon guy.
Sir make a first of all make a grapple check at disadvantage.
So just do an attack roll, is what you're saying?
Is our
Can
grapple?
Spring intercept this?
Yeah. I mean, go for it. Okay, so if you're intercepting it,
Are you a battle master? Are you a fighter battle master with the intercept thing?
No.
When there's a chance, I do want to ask Spring a question.
if you're lunging for Sir Talavar, make an attack roll with disadvantage to grapple. Disadvantage because A, he's really squirrely and in the air, and B, because Spring is attempting to intercept. And Spring, go ahead and make a what would the check for that be? Just raw dexterity or maybe athletics?
Lucy.
Acrobatics?
Sleight of hands?
Yeah, sure. Make a sleight of hand roll. That's not gonna cut it. Yeah. That was at disadvantage? Jesus H. Yeah, you grabbed Halavar. Oh, unhand me! What is the meaning of this?
Scritch starts cooing like shh. Scritch is petting the head of the dragon.
I'm terribly sorry, young Scritch. I should very much like to report to my queen.
Scritch gets really close to Televar. Like Scritch is holding him and pulls him up close to Scritch.
He's doing that
And
thing
Scritch
that he's doing that thing that cats do when you pick them up. They put their hands against your chest and push their head away.
Yeah. Scritch is looking very closely for any pockets.
I assure you, I am as naked as the day I was born. I have no pockets to speak of.
You saying naked now prompts Scritch to lift you up above Scritch's head, and Scritch looks up.
Oh.
Fuck. I need to. What do I? Fuck, hold on.
Scritch releases.
Hold on.
Scritch releases you.
No, hold
Scritch
on.
releases. No, I'm not gonna hold on. No, Scritch releases you. We're not going down that line. Scritch lets you go.
Oh, I had the wrong Sir Televar stat block opened.
I thought you were going to say I had the
No,
wrong
I
picture
didn't.
ready. I don't want a picture. Scritch lets Televar go.
Halavar.
Oh, there we
Yes,
go. I
no,
did
it
have
The
was
it.
dragon cloaca.
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard Cloaca today, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but
Wow.
it's weird that it happened
It's
twice.
weird that happened twice.
I'm sorry, Cass.
So
you wanted
sick
to
of hearing
ask-
that joke.
You wanted to ask Spring something.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I noticed that you seem to be a more what's the word? Cheerful, maybe even a little bit more upbeat than Autumn, which begs the question, are you guys actually separate people that share one consciousness, or are there multiple like souls in one? Like, how does this work? If you don't mind.
I fixed the placard, and now he's a tiny little pug.
You're my tiny little pog. No, I assure you we're all quite separate, even if we
Just
do
killed the
currently share the same body. We're,
Do you share the same memories?
to an extent, we all sort of have a general understanding of what's happening around us,
They have a group chat.
even when we're not currently available. And then at night during meditation, we discuss, argue some more about the events of the day.
Oh, okay. So you guys literally like report to each other. That's interesting.
Autumn, talk about
Oh.
Scritch?
A follow-up question. If we tell you something in confidence and we want that to only be shared with the particular, I'm sorry, do you have a name for like yourself? Like for like you as a collective?
A particular instance, perhaps?
We've never called ourselves any sort of group. It's always been our individual selves. But if you mean you wish to speak to all of us at once, we generally have an understanding of what's happening around us. But if you wish to speak to just I, Spring, or just Autumn herself whenever she'll be available again, then I must inform you that you're a bit of a group package, and, well, when it comes to secrets, some of us are better than others.
So
I would think that she's pretty seasoned on this knowledge.
not funny stuff.
She's the Four Seasons.
Fuck, I lost it.
No, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is that there really isn't any such thing as privileged information with you. Like if we tell one of you something, then all of you tend to know about it.
Yes, it is one of the drawbacks, I suppose, of never really having time for yourself. privacy for that matter.
That must be a hard existence, to be honest. I couldn't imagine sharing my body, my existence with 3 other people. I sympathize.
I see.
That being
Well.
said, Meeper, are you cool? Now that it's out in the open, is it cool if I like DM you what the other ones are saying like in your head sometimes?
Yeah, that's fine. And like I said, or actually, hold on. So I still have the pearl to
Yeah, you
the
still have
sending stone to
yes.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. So
Well,
if they ever talk to me,
I
then
will say
you could also use that. Well, that might be if they
Enough.
want to talk to the other party members.
here's the thing. I'll say this, since you got to Prismere, the sending stone hasn't gone off once.
Yes, but I'm more so saying as a surrogate for other things.
Oh, okay. Like if they wanted to magically talk to spring while autumn is out, or vice versa.
Yes.
I like that. I'll allow it.
Well, I'm gonna let you choose when that happens, because I think that's way funnier.
Well, this has
I
been
think I'm done with the 20 questions.
It has been an eventful and informative morning. I must go to my queen, Titania, and inform her that Prismere is under siege by, the Hourglass Coven.
Yes.
Young lady, do you know anything about the Hourglass Coven?
Oh, very little of what we've been told. They seem to have made a pact with a couple of carnival owners who have been swindled, as it were, as this coven seems to grow influence over them and others, and now the coven has begun stealing individuals as well as other things from the material plane.
I see you do not know the whole story there. You see, Zybilna, the original patron for the carnival, is the one that is currently imprisoned by the Hourglass Coven, and they, through their strange hag magic, sort of inherited the original contract. I spoke to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light quite a few times. They're very good men. They are in a dire situation, and it is good of you to be helping him.
Yes, well, it took a bit of convincing, which, to be honest, I'm not too proud of, but regardless, we're here now with their blessing.
Well, Mr. Witch
So.
is hardly the most charismatic fellow on the planet, and Mr. Light perhaps a bit too charismatic. Well, it was lovely meeting you all, and traveling with you these last couple of nights. I bid you adieu. And he,
Yes. Give Lady Titania my well wishes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure she'd be astonished to find a... I don't even know how to describe you. I'm sure she would be enthused to meet you, should you ever find your way out of this dreaded Prismere.
Yes.
Tally ho and all that, and he salutes you all. He gives you a little hand wave against his head, and he flits off.
Scritch is gonna look around again and say, "Where's Autumn?"
Yes. Well, now that I've been the bearer of questions, thanks to Autumn's rather personal nature regarding these things, I do have one question for you two. And she looks at Cressida and Lavana.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You two are co-workers, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you could call us that.
How long have you been working together?
I've been at the carnival for 20 years. I'm not sure about Cressida.
I've been here for about 10.
I see. Do you often spend a lot of your off time together?
Not really.
Where's this dialogue going?
Odd, but she's kind of cute.
Oh,
Aw.
really? And you see her kind of bite her thumb and be like, all right, well, I think we should continue on then.
Whoa! Why did you ask?
Oh, no reason.
Okay.
Fucking what?
I think she just ships you.
I think
I-
Autumn has a
Alrighty
crush
then.
on one of them.
I think Spring.
That's what I was thinking.
I think Spring is just a slut for lesbian romance.
Before
the
we
record.
That's not like me for at all.
For the record, Lavana and Cressida are not involved, and I would say, really not even close friends.
Yeah, more like just acquaintances.
At this time.
Acquaintances, but
At this time.
Occasionally, they'll meet up after work for a smoke and a drink, and
yeah.
talk about their day, and then go back to their respective places of bed or whatever.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
quick question, really quick.
What?
It's never gonna come up in game
Jesus, Catherine.
ever. It's never gonna come up in game ever. But what? Could you tell us canonically what Autumn has said to the others about Scritch? Because I think that'd be a really funny. Like, I can just imagine it's like, yeah, he did this today, and then they're like, wait, what?
I mean, they could tell what was going on, so at most, Autumn. Well, I mean, Autumn has such a reserved personality. She wouldn't really talk about others much or her thoughts on them. So most of the others all have their own understanding of you in their head. So you'll just have to see how they interact with you.
All right. Now that Talavar has gone, he did mention that there is no real necessity to traveling to Telemi Hill. If you guys still want to go there, there is stuff to do there. But I don't want you to think that I'm railroading you by telling you that there's no key there anymore.
Well, too late. I feel railroaded.
Scritch
Yes,
wants to see
well-
the giant feet.
I feel as if we should dump off our extra cargo, and I sort of gesture to the man strapped to the snail. The
If
rabbit
you say
man.
so, and Scritch pulls out a dagger and starts approaching
No,
the man.
no.
The Herringon.
My
who you
goodness,
guys have
Scritch,
been-
you are certainly quick to leap and slow to... Well, regardless.
The Herringon, who I had completely forgotten existed. I mean, completely. Is like feverishly nodding, like, yeah. Did you guys bind his mouth? Like, is he able to talk?
He's able
He's
to
saying
talk.
what we're all thinking.
Scritch is gonna start digging a hole.
Okay.
But no,
I
that's
leave Scritch to it.
I'm not
Is he
joking
gonna
though.
take a dirt bath?
Scritch is digging a hole.
Oh God,
I
he's
want-
digging my grave. Oh God, no! You have to take me back to Agden. Please take me back to Agden.
Yes, we'll be taking you back to Agden. Don't worry about the
Scritch-
small one.
Scritch is just gonna bury him up to his neck to keep him here while we go check out the mountain.
That is
That is
a
wholly
bad idea.
unnecessary. That is wholly unnecessary. You guys are much stronger than me, and I will not fight back if you decide to take me with you, because I am 100% scared for my life just being here around you.
Scritch gets really close to him and says, "Head first in the hole or feet first in the hole?"
I would prefer feet first if it has to happen, but I'm not. Please don't.
If it has to happen.
Scritch, don't worry. The mountain moves on its own. I'm sure it'll catch up to us in due time.
The blink dog starts digging with Scritch. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm done. All right, Scritch gives up on this dream of his.
If you'd like to bury the Herringon, I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
I would
If
love to
you
bury the
want to bury
Herringon, but I don't
it.
think anybody else wants to, so it's okay.
I actually don't give two fucks what happens to the Herringon. I'll be
I mean,
so real.
It's not like we literally brutally murdered a bunch of other ones the other day, so I don't
Is
know
this
why
the
we
same
care.
one? Is this the same one that we murdered in an alternate timeline?
Yes, sort of. This is okay. Listen, if you leave me here, buried up to my neck, there's not going to be anyone to lead you to the Brigand's Tollway.
I think we can manage.
I don't know about that.
Scritch
Please
starts
don't
undressing the hair and going.
I'd slap
Oh,
Scourge's hands away.
is this gonna be like one of those nature documentaries?
Jesus.
Roll opposing sleight of hand checks.
No, I won't fight. If she wants to stop Scritch, she can stop Scritch.
I mean, it's funny. Okay, sure.
No, I'm not saying like me. I'm choosing not to do. I'm saying Scritch in character. If I almost said Autumn. If Spring is like, no, let's not do that, then Scritch is gonna stop.
Oh, I had another question for Autumn, or Spring. I don't know if she'll be.
Quit detonating her.
I know.
That's what I was going to say too.
You said that a second before I could.
God, you act like it's been 10 minutes.
Right then. Well, apologies if my memory is fuzzy at points. Can be hard to pay attention when you're not involved in the action, as it were.
Physically speaking, are you the same?
Yeah, if she dies, they all die.
No, I mean like
really?
that's not what I mean though. But like, are you the same like the same face, but now you have pink hair, and the other one has blue blonde hair?
they are visually different.
Is she more not masculine, but more muscular?
No, her muscular build is. They have the generally same figure.
Because she's wearing armor, that's why I asked.
You might be interested to know, unless Meeper doesn't want me to mention this. I'll ask Meeper.
Well, Scritch is gonna climb up and sit on,
The Haragon's face.
no, on Spring's shoulder, and as we travel, Scritch is gonna just kind of nonsensically talk about all the things that Scritch has done with Autumn, and talk all about his friend Autumn and how he misses her and he hopes that she's safe.
You guys might be interested to know that among the her stat array, due to a significant lack of strength for the spellcasting builds, she opted for dexterity. So this is a dex paladin, thus the rapier.
Yeah, I assumed that already.
Well, you were
As soon
asking
as you
if she
said-
was muscular.
I know, but as soon as you had said that they all share a stat block, I immediately knew. I was like, okay, they're all going to be dex fighters with charisma magic, just de facto. There's no other way to do that.
Yes, it was interesting to build 4 characters who have to have the same equipment and the same stat line.
Let me show you.
Very
guys,
interesting.
Let me show you guys the folder that I have.
Do they all have the same background?
Not the same backstory, but the same background.
Oh, because I say there's a background that can give you shillelagh, and that'll make it to where you use your you use wisdom instead of. I guess that doesn't help you.
Yeah. Who told you about that spell?
I'm not gonna say. But yeah, Scritch sits on Spring's shoulder, and just as we travel, Scritch is just like, and then we rode snails, and then Autumn has a dog, by the way, and then Autumn's not here now. I hope Autumn's fine. I kind of miss Autumn, but then we just Scritch is just telling you all the stuff that you probably already know.
Yes. Spring is very patient. Yes, well then, I'm gonna go back to talking with the tied-up Haragon. Where was, Mr. Agden Longsock?
Long scarf. I'll have you
Long
know.
Scar.
Agden Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismere, and he is I'm not gonna tell you that. Once you know, I'm worthless.
Backhand.
Roll an attack.
Okay.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, wait, I'm just rolling damage though, right? Like he can't get away. Or
Well, you would have advantage because he's technically restrained, unless restrained is an auto crit.
It's not an auto crit. That's unconscious.
Okay. Well, 17 for sure hits. Then unarmed strike. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, thank God, that's not bad.
well, it's not lethal anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Worst cases, I would just knock him out.
Yeah, it's fine. I should probably drag this fool out onto the map so I can click apply damage.
He's so much bigger than Scritch. Scritch can like stand on his chest and then like hold on to his like collar and look him in the eye.
Yeah, all the Heron gun in this are medium.
Well, Scritch is not, because Scritch isn't a Haragon.
You slap this poor man to within an inch, well, to within 4 out of 9 inches of his life. And he's, his nose is bleeding. He's got a small Scritch-sized handprint in the perfect shape of his hand on the side of his face, like anime style. A couple of his teeth are missing.
Scritch is gonna start undressing him again.
Scritch, stop!
Why are you hitting me? What did I do?
I'm sorry. I cannot protect you from all of the way he is. But I think that complying would be for the best of all of us. Need I remind you that we were looking to return you to Agden Longscarf in order to understand a little bit more about the Hourglass Coven, get some information and whatnot.
Yes,
Think of yourself as the brokering part of a bigger deal.
But
Yes.
before he responds, really quick, I'm sorry, but while Spring is saying that, Scritch is just moving back and forth, like he's like doing a full sprint, winding up for like a big punch and stopping short and then going back, like he's doing like practice swings to get ready for the next hit that he's gonna do.
I don't know if this is your intention or not, but I would like you, regardless, to roll an intimidation check
Okay,
with advantage.
sure.
Yeah. He is sufficiently intimidated. Okay. Please just call off the little lunatic. I will tell you with words where the brigand's tollway is if you promise not to hurt me until and after we get there.
Well, provided you keep your glaive to yourself after you return to Mr. Longscarf, I believe that'll work just fine, and I'll go ahead and put my hand on his face where Scritch did, and I will apply 5 points of lay on hands.
Oh, that's nice. I just switch back to the classic OG legacy NPC sheet. Alright, he's back to max.
Backhand. I'm joking.
Oh my good lords above, thank you. Okay, fine. Agden lives in Big Stump. It's up to the north. Well, I suppose from right here, it's pretty much along the river. Northwest, I suppose. Although the Brigand's Tollway is very large. It's very
Can you take us
difficult
back to the big map?
Yes. Activate.
Here?
Jeez.
Here. Shift, right?
Yeah. Ah, of course, it's the big stump. Who could have guessed?
Scritch looks up at Spring. Now can I bury him?
No. Still need him, and even if we didn't, that's murder, Scritch.
I miss Autumn. Sort of just walks off.
Well then, let's get going.
All right. So you guys do want to go to Brigand's Tollway or Telemy Hill?
Well, our first goal was the Brigand's Tollway, wasn't it? That was the first thing we were gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Telemy's Hill was just to get
The key for Talabar.
yeah.
Did you guys
This,
we
notice?
already-
is,
Did you guys notice?
this is so far to go that we should at least maybe go past this first. Whatever it is.
Did you guys notice the little keyhole at the top of the mountain?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I assume that's where Jingle Jangle.
Yeah, that's her little
Is
cave.
Is this a map that we have? Our characters have this, or
No, your characters would not have this. I just like to. It's just.
okay?
This is the map that came in the book, and I just thought it was nice.
It is nice.
Yes. Well, he said follow the river, so I believe that is what we'll do.
Do you guys want to go slow, medium, fast? Because you have the snail, so mounted speeds. You said 1 square further per day.
1 bonus square, no encounter necessary.
So it'd be 4 for fast.
At some point, Cressida should speak with the animals and find out the snail's name.
Hmm. Well, that means I have to
I'm
come up with a snail name. A sname, if you will.
It already has a name, Wo Chien.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You dubbed it Wo Chien. You said no encounter for mounted travel?
No encounter for the extra tile you get for being mounted.
Okay. So you're moving forward, but you only need to roll 3 encounters.
If we're going at fast, which
Okay.
I assume everyone still wants to go fast, and I'll just
Yeah.
roll with it.
Okay.
Does the Witchlight book give you an encounter table?
It gives me a small encounter table that I have supplemented with some other stuff that I have built. So I would like, let's see, Cassie rolled the last one. I would like one from Taylor, Meeper, and then Catherine.
So if a devil
well,
shows
you
up and
can-
asks if we want to take a fireball, we say yes, right? Whoa, nat
Oh,
20!
shit.
Let's go. We're gonna roll.
I-
On,
God damn it.
we're gonna.
Octopus! Octopus! I want
You
to fight a
ready to-
fey octopus.
We're going to.
Are you ready
roll,
to fight the Rocktopus?
We're gonna roll on the book hither table. It's a single D8, which I think is extremely limited, but I just want to see what you guys get. So Meeper or Taylor, rather, excuse me, can you roll a D8 for me?
That's an octopus. We all know it.
1 second.
Loading octopus.
That's fun. Okay. As you guys are traveling along the river, a green and purple pearlescent haze starts rising from the water. And Taylor, I'd like you to roll 1 more D8 for me as marsh gas appears, and this will determine.
Yes.
A foul taste fills your mouth.
Ooh.
Everybody. And everything you eat tastes awful. Slugs appear to be the only exception. They taste like ripe cherries.
No, we're gonna eat our mouth.
Hold on.
No.
We want the snail.
Snails and slugs are the same thing when it has a shell.
Scritch is gonna suck all this gas that he can into his mouth because he has that special tooth, so he can swallow it all safely.
I
I'm
don't think he
joking.
can inhale like that.
If it fits in my mouth, that's wildly unfair.
I said
I'm not doing that.
a non-magical
Hospital.
item a non-magical item that you can fit in your mouth. And I would
I'm just
argue that
joking,
this
anyway.
fog is extremely magical, first of all.
Cressida
Alright.
probably has something for this.
So you're saying Wait, you said that food just now tastes bad to us. Is that all that's happening?
Oh, hold on. I think I messed up. I think I messed this up already.
All right. I haven't exactly heard what the bad effect is because like that's in character maybe a little annoying.
I
but-
think this one was meant to be RP.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to have you guys make a Constitution check, but I already buried the lead, as it were.
I'll make a Constitution check.
Yeah. Make a Constitution check. Everybody, make a Constitution check for me to see if this affects you or not. Like I said, I buried the fucking lead there.
Scritch already eats slugs. Like, what the fuck do I care?
Scritch eats everything. It'd be a shorter list of things that Scritch doesn't eat.
I'm going to throw up.
I'm not.
Yes,
Yeah,
so.
Cressida and Lavana, you guys are perfectly fine. You smell the gas, and it smells a little silly. The gas smells
silly.
like old cheese, according to the book. Aside from that,
Well, that's
you're
nothing I'm
unaffected.
not used to.
But Spring and Scritch, you perhaps don't know
I'm eating
this just
carnival
yet,
food.
but for the next hour, all of your food tastes all food you try to eat tastes terrible, and for some reason, the desire to eat a slug crosses your mind, and when you
What does
pop
she
it,
have?
it tastes like cherries.
I see.
Scritch
Is this
ate,
considered a disease?
I would like to cast Purify Food and Drink for all of us. Put it all together.
Well, Catherine, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
But I'm doing something.
no one appreciates that more than me. But this is a
If you were
magical effect that lasts an hour.
You would have to use Dispel Magic for this.
Yeah, probably. I would allow that.
But Scritch, by the way, just got done eating a bunch of slugs not even 5 minutes before this all happened. And Scritch, now that he has this new magical urge to eat more, fuck it, he goes to eat more.
Give me a second.
God help us.
I have to go open up my D&D Discord because that's where I have my
Scri-
tables.
Scritch looks at you, Cassie, and with like a mouthful of slugs all wriggling in his mouth, all sticking out of his like under his lips and stuff, and he says through the mouthful of slugs, "There is no God."
Okay, I didn't vomit when I ate the cheese food. I vomit now after seeing that.
Wonderful.
For maddening.
There is no God. There is only Scritch and slugs.
Yeah. I
Where the
yak.
fuck is it?
All hail Ratma.
I'm excited to meet the version of Spring that's going to be like a total bitch because I already could tell.
There's
One of
gotta
them-
be one.
Yeah,
It's probably winter.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I bet you she's also a bard. I bet you she's a bard and she's just a super obnoxious twat. And she's just like,
She's
oh
just
my god.
cold.
She's just like, oh my god, I'm not even Scratch, fuck off. Like, no. I'm not dealing with your bullshit today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
But like we go to a campfire and she points. She's like, okay, you three, you stay over there, and I'm gonna stay all the way over here.
So cunty.
One.
I hope one's a cunt. I hope one's an absolute insufferable bitch.
I hope the other one we haven't seen. So we've seen autumn, we've seen spring. I hope summer is super, super depressed, like mellow, like yeah.
Oh my god.
We could do that. I mean, like if you want to, like, we don't have to, but if you want to, not that you have to want to, but like I don't know. Maybe we don't need to.
Is there something you want?
You're talking to
Good
me.
job, babe. No, I think she's talking about
Yeah.
Summer.
yeah.
Okay.
Me-
I found
Meeper,
my
how do you-
tables.
Meeper, how do you feel about us making up personas for the U's we haven't met yet?
That's
Yeah.
like exactly what I wanted.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is one a guy? That would also be pretty cool if one of them was a guy.
No.
Aw.
I don't think you could pay Meeper to be a guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have never seen Meeper play a male D&D character a single time.
What about
Or
a
a male
super,
video game character.
You're right.
What about a super like effeminate, flamboyant queer of a guy?
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, for the next hour, all of the food you guys attempt to eat tastes like shit. Unfortunately, mechanically, that's essentially meaningless. So I'll be using my tables from here on out. Unless
It's fine.
Your tables.
Roll again if you want to. Just hurry up and do what you want to do. We still love and support you. You're great.
you guys go ahead. You guys keep moving north, right? Along the river. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like
Wait. I have a question. How much space is each of these squares?
yes.
100 miles.
I'm gonna say I don't fucking know, and I'm very sorry for that.
Well, all I'm wondering is, like, when we're here, we to this point,
family.
can we
Stop.
see? Why can't I ping anymore? By the way, it's not letting me ping at all for some reason.
I don't know.
I'm holding down the click button. It's not doing it.
Are you on the ruler or something?
No, I'm not.
You're
I
on
don't-
select tokens.
I'm on select tokens. Yeah, I can't. I'm holding down the clicker and it's not pinging. But you're right. Where Meeper's pinging for me. Can we see those? Is it a village or a little house? Like, can we see that at all?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't necessarily know what that's supposed to be. Maybe that's
Epic.
well, that's the thing, right? Because
Just
I can't tell you
Make
what
some
I
shit
think
up.
it is. I can't tell you what I think it is.
make some shit up. I don't know. It's Humple Dumple Town.
You don't look like you're from Bumple Dumpleshire.
Cassie, you saying just make something up fits even more with my campaign that I've got coming up. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ama-
the campaign that you used to do, babe. Remember Toddletown? That's my favorite.
I do remember Toddletown.
I once had a campaign where the primary focus was a small village called Pixtopia, and the way the characters get there is they have to shrink down because it's like a village full of fairies and pixies and mouse folk.
That's cute.
I need.
And then
Reminds me of like
the final boss for that like whole adventure was a goblin, like a normal goblin, but he's not shrunk down, so he's just a giant to them.
I would like an encounter roll from Cassie, Taylor, and Meeper.
no.
Don't we have to do Night Watch?
Oh, that's right.
Second
Fuck,
roll.
you're right. Ignore
All right.
those.
Well, that
until-
9.
Those don't
That
count.
9 is my night watch.
No, the 9 is your night watch. Okay, good.
That's my night watch as well. Then
Whoopsie. I'm sorry.
Whoopsie
See
toodles.
what adventure we get up to today.
that voice you just did—that's the voice of Winter calling it right
Whoopsie
now.
toodles. That.
Yeah.
The dice aren't despawning from my screen because I fucked something up.
Winter's like an old lady.
I was dragging around the D20. Oh, there it goes. I was dragging
That would be
around
funny
the
if it was,
D20
like,
and it started
ancient.
dangling there. Okay, the night passes by pretty uneventfully. Again,
I remember when Prismere was great again.
the sounds. Is that your second watch, Meeper?
Yeah.
The sounds of the forest and the swamp around you lull you to sleep as nothing really, well, fitting. Absolutely fitting.
Wow.
Once again, we're sticking with spring.
Okay. Make sure you
Um,
tell me if we get winter or summer, because I got pockets I gotta check.
As you wake up, the yucky taste of the swamp gas has obviously left your mouth, and the sound of the river reminds you to head north.
The river.
And I would like Cassie, Taylor, and Meeper to roll encounter rolls.
Embarrassing.
I'm rolling a lot of dice today.
Biff.
I rolled a 13.
My dice pushed yours, but it didn't actually change it. That's funny.
Ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding.
Okay.
You got a purty mouth.
Your day
Sorry.
moves along very uneventfully as you come across this building here. And it is... I am making an executive decision right now. I didn't have anything written for this yet because it was still in the conceptual phases, but as you crest a small hill with a dirt path leading up, you see... What's that? A neon sign?
For Bumble Dumple Town.
Impossible in this time, in this day and age in the Feywild. It says Waffle House with a slight disclaimer above it that says interdimensional and smaller, but still neon lit. And
Scritches.
Let's go.
Let's go!
You guys have come across the interdimensional Waffle House.
Scritch gets super excited, and
God
he says houses taste great, and he's gonna run over to the place.
I
Now-
want a Grand Slam.
Now this
That's from Denny's.
Oh.
this is meant to be analogous to the inn at the end of the road.
All-star meal.
Let me go find it. Here we go. Where are you?
Lucy, you're such a bitch.
Seriously.
You know what you should call the restaurant, by the way, Tommy?
No.
You should call it Mo, because like IHOP is International House of Breakfast, and Mo is Multi-Dimensional House of Waffles.
I appreciate that. That's hilarious.
But no.
This is making me fucking insane. There we go.
Scritch has that effect on people.
As you guys
I'm
are
surprised we didn't find a Dollar General first.
Yeah. Where's the interdimensional Dollar General?
as you guys are approaching the interdimensional Waffle House, you notice that you got here just as it was settling in. I say that because at the very bottom, on the foundation, you can see hundreds of wooden... They look like table legs, almost, but they're bent in an unnatural yet unbroken fashion. They look as if they're meant to support and transport this relatively large building. And it does. It has 2 stories.
Oh, it's a 2-story Waffle House? That's cool.
It's a 2-story centipede-ass Baba Yaga Waffle House.
Let's go.
Let's go eat some kids.
Hell yeah. I mean, no. Don't do that.
Baba Yaga eats
I
kids,
wanna-
by the way.
I
No
wanna
one here knows that.
I want to sincerely apologize for what you guys are about to encounter in this place, because I was at work with some weird shit playing in my ears when I thought of a lot of it. So
Is it gonna be a building full of waffles, like humanoid waffles eating people?
absolutely not.
With-
Thematically, it is a cross between a good old Waffle House and an inn.
I
Let's
want a
go
large
in.
sofa
Let's
with
go.
extra-
DM, we go
With
inside.
extra
We
chair,
enter.
ottoman on half.
Change the map.
Wait,
I don't have
Just-
a map for the interdimensional Waffle House, but I do have a map for the inn at the end of the road. So give me a second.
yeah, so I guess it looks like the whole party is interested in going in. This is clearly like, we can tell it's like an inn/restaurant, right?
Yeah, it's an inn/restaurant, and there is a small fold-out stable almost. It looks like a station where someone would keep some cows, and there are cows there of various colors.
Does anybody remember
Is there a
the
pink
rules
cow?
of the
There is
Phalanx,
not a
by
pink
the way?
cow. There is
there a brown cow?
There's a brown cow, a red cow.
Oh, now.
Oh, I bet the red cow has like cherry milk.
Or
It has
mushroom
mushroom
stew.
stew.
think
Oh, I
she's
hate
right.
you guys! Damn it! You fucking called it.
mean-
There's
I mean, it's
okay.
kind of low.
Is the last one a yellow cow? Does it give you honey?
No.
Yeah, it's a Minecraft thing.
Oh.
I'll tell you more about the cows if you want to go in the inn. Unless you
Can
want
I just
How long-
like?
We're
Can I
already in
like
the end.
suck from one of the udders?
That's a Scritch thing.
Hey,
Can Scritch
man.
do that?
As you approach this pseudo barn with the cows, a man who sounds an awful lot like Gary Busey essentially screams at you, "Hey there, what are you doing here? This is my farm. You need to leave." If you want to
Scritch
order the
ignore-
soup, if you want to order
The
soup from the
soup.
if you want to order soup from the soup cows, you gotta order it at the counter.
Scritch walks right up to the cow and plants his lips firmly upon that teat.
Make a deck save throw.
Make a deck save,
Also,
bro.
you can't see the map, Tommy.
Do you want me to make an animal
Holy
handling too by
shit,
chance? Or...
Tommy.
Did you hear me?
One
Gary
second, one
Busey
second, one
killed me.
second. I'm sorry, I forgot to do this again. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
Oh my god, the Gary Busey thing.
What did you
killed.
I made an animal handling too for you in case you needed it.
The animal handling was not necessary because the 19 does pass as you see a pair of hooves rush by the side of your head as you go to attempt to suckle the teat of the soup cow.
I don't,
Don't
attempt
like anything that you just said.
I put my mouth on that teat.
Gary Busey puts a knife to your throat. You gotta order at the counter if you want the soup.
I keep suckling.
He kicks you.
Okay.
This is
While
too
this-
much.
Tommy, you can't hear it, but Cassie's fucking wheezing.
Me too. I've been waiting to reveal the soup cows for a
This
year.
is so stupid.
I want everyone here to know that, like, listen. I need full attention for a second. Scritch is suckling on this thing, and he's not just drinking it. He's go. He's going that fast. He is invested in this liquid right now.
I didn't make a
Have
stat
fun.
block. I didn't make a stat block for Farmer Gary Busey, so I don't know what to roll to hit you. So I'm gonna roll a raw d20.
Well, whatever you do, whatever he does.
Does an 18 hit your non-rage AC?
Yeah, it does.
Let's do a d6 of unarmed strike damage.
Go.
I'm not helping Scritch. This is
No,
Take
it's
Darwinism.
5 damage as this farmer kicks you. Get off the soup cow!
Scritch is gonna. Hold on, wait. Scritch is gonna rage and pick up the cow and run off with it while still suckling it.
All right. I'm going to gesture to Lavana and Cressida, and Spring is going to say,
Damn,
Lavana's dying.
yes, I think I'll deal with this scenario if you two want to go in and find yourselves a table.
I will once I'm done laughing.
So
That's fair enough.
to be clear,
Memory for you both, as it were.
This was
14
not
foot-
the encounter I was preparing today, by the way.
14-foot Scritch is now running around carrying this cow while suckling from the tit.
In fact, he is not, because as you lift this cow, make a strength check, by the way, to see if you can lift the cow.
As if I'm gonna fail
hold on,
it.
You're raging, so you'll have advantage, but there's a chance. Okay, you handily lift the cow, but as you try to abscond with the cow, a harness that is surrounding the cow sort of glows this magenta pink and stops you from moving any further as you attempt to abscond with the soup cow.
The rage ends, and Scritch wipes his mouth and gives up, and is gonna go walk over to the others with this angry farmer yelling at him.
You gotta eat the soup. I can't even do that. I don't know how you're doing that. Like your throat must be raw as hell.
Now one of you should ask Scritch how it tasted.
Scritch, can you come over here?
Scritch goes over to you.
All right.
Probably tastes like dirt.
I'm going to pick up
Ask-
Scritch by the scruff, and I'm going
Scritch.
I'm going to begin going through Scritch's pockets.
Oh.
What? Scritch super struggles. I'm sorry, but he would struggle a lot for that. I don't know what check I need to roll, but Scritch is fighting back on that one.
Okay.
Roll reversal.
Roll opposed athletics
Reverse,
checks
reverse.
to try and okay. Scritch,
Sleight of hand roll?
Scritch, you're trying to get away, and Spring is trying to dig around in your pockets.
I'm not trying to get away. I'm okay being lifted up. I'm just not wanting someone to take my things.
Okay, then yeah. Spring, you roll a sleight of hand check, and
Also sleight of hand, just competing sleight of hands.
yeah, competing sleight of hand checks, I guess. That makes sense. Do you guys have the same
Damn.
colored
Is-
dice?
Is Scritch raging?
Hers is
No.
like blue and mine is pink.
Scritch is like an adept at blocking people's hands. It almost
Alright,
almost
Scritch.
looks like you guys are doing Wing Chun together, with the way Scritch is expertly blocking every attempt at you at entering his pockets.
Scritch crosses his hands and kind of pouts and it's like no.
Fine, we can do this the hard way. And I'm going to cast Command on Scritch.
Oh,
Scritch, I
Oh,
would
shit.
like you to make a Wisdom save.
I think I have a thing for this. I think I need to check. Do I have a thing for this? It's not every day I'm asked to make a wisdom saving throw. I don't have a thing for this. Okay, let me do the wisdom saving throw.
That
All right.
is,
What's your command? Say the word.
My command will just be cease.
Scritch is
Martial
gonna Scritch's arms are gonna come up like there's negative connotations what I was about to say, and I don't mean those negative connotations. Like someone almost having a seizure, and he's gonna go stiff like a board and seize.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
I see
And
the
yes,
connotation.
I want to find. I basically just want to find Scritch's coin purse in the 6 seconds that I have.
Scritch still have money?
Aren't
Money?
you guys gonna ask me my name?
What's your name?
Meeper, you find, however, among Scritch's trinkets, there's that unicorn toy that we know can be used as a trinket currency
Yes,
here.
that was actually the thing I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to procure one of Scritch's trinkets.
the unicorn toy.
I want to
The
know his
unicorn
name.
toy. I assume that's the one at the top of Scritch's pockets.
It's somewhere.
What's your name?
Am I able to locate it, Tommy, and pull it out?
I'm sorry.
Scritch doesn't really have pockets.
Please.
Scritch has more of like
I need run backs.
boxers, but with really tight leg holes. So he just fills the boxers up with things.
I need run backs.
I
What are you
see.
trying to do? What are you trying to do, Meeper?
I am.
Meeper takes my trinket and goes to pay the guy with it, I assume.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm trying to yoink the unicorn toy out of Scritch's pocket.
Holy
Pants.
fuck. Yeah. If it's in there, if it's
Yeah.
in, if Scritch has it, it's in there. Yeah, you get
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get it.
Okay. Yes, so I procure it. I hold Scritch in one hand out away from me, the toy in another. I hold it out to the man and then hold Scritch away, and I'll just say, apologies for my companion's behavior. He's a bit of a wiggly sort. Hopefully this will do as payments for both the merchandise which he consumed, as well as any distraught you might have gone under. And what was your name, sir?
I'm not the person you had to pay. I lost the voice. It kind of sounds like he's constantly in pain. I lost it.
Scritch is turning blue.
The command lasts for 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the one you have to pay. You paid the innkeeper, not me. I'm just a farmer.
I know.
I
By the way, I know who
see.
you sound like. You sound exactly like a recurring voice voice actor from Rick and Morty. Like exactly.
I was gonna say he
Yeah.
sounds like a V6 that's lived too long.
Yeah. But there's also other characters that are the same voice. But yeah, that's one of them.
I see. Can I get your name, sir, so that I can pay them on your behalf?
It's
I'm
Campbell.
I'm Mr. Slippity Slide.
It's Campbell.
I'll charge you 15
Mr.
shekels.
My
I
name-
see.
My name's Campbell, and this is Campbell's Soup Cows.
Are you
Oh
fucking
my
with?
god.
Are you,
All right,
Tommy,
then,
were you
Mr.
high
Campbell.
when you wrote this? Were you high?
Scritch, look, as the situation calms down, it wasn't you get the sensation, the aftertaste of French onion soup, but not just the taste. There were physical onions and croutons and mozzarella cheese coming out of that udder in your mouth.
I am waiting for somebody here to ask Scritch what it tasted like.
I don't want to know. I'll be so real.
Someone ask Scritch. It'll be worth it.
Who wants
see.
to know what, like, the taste of something that comes out of a cow? Who would
Just
drink
ask
More
Scritch.
people than you think. It's really popular.
Scritch is
Yes.
gonna-
I'm gonna start walking to the inn, and as I'm walking out, I'm gonna say,
Wait.
"Well, Scritch, how was it? Was it worth it?"
3 out of 10 would suckle again.
that? Jesus.
I need a restraining order.
It's like, oh my god, it's like the episode of Rick and Morty where in the alternate dimension, people who kill themselves, their guts turn into spaghetti.
No,
Oh my
it's
God.
It's
more
like
like
really fucking good.
their cows enchanted with soup in their guts.
Mr. Campbell.
I don't know. I don't breed them. I just milk them.
Tommy,
Mr. Campbell, please.
Tommy, do you
I
remember,
don't breed them, I just milk.
Tommy, do you remember Slippity Slide or whatever that slug dude's name
Slippery
was?
stare. Slippery step.
Yeah,
20
whatever his name was. 20 speckles!
I was really
Holy
hoping I'd be able
fuck.
to keep my shit together for this. I wasn't ready for this encounter yet.
Is Scritch gonna get attacked by a jelly bean man in the bathroom now?
Oh no, nothing
Oh,
quite
God.
so dangerous.
Alright.
I'm glad you
Let's
guys
go
had the
inside.
exact reaction I wanted, though. So
Thank you for that.
For the record,
no,
I've
I
known
don't
for the
breed them. I
longest
just
time-
milk them. You got it backwards.
I've known for the longest time. The first time our group ever saw a cow, Scritch was gonna go suck on its tit. That's literally been a thing for like ever. I've always had that in the back of my mind.
It took everything.
Fucking hell.
It took everything I had not to. I've been keeping a tight, heavy lid on that encounter for like a year.
Were you high?
No.
Like, what?
No, I just thought, what is the most insane thing you can come across in the Feywild? This was back during the conceptualization of the campaign, where I was thinking, instead of, borderline creepy, how can I make it as unbelievably wacky and silly as possible? Soup
This
cows.
feels like something from Rick and Morty, though, Loki. It really does. The voice helps a lot.
It's fantastic.
All right, we go inside. What do we
Yeah.
find? Do we have a token?
You guys
It's more
can
the
see, right?
kitchen.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I will drag you guys' characters. Thank you for indulging me on that. I'm glad I was able to get that out of my fucking system.
I just realized I forgot to check the farmer's pockets. I'll have to do that later.
Jesus H.
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
You fucking killed Cassie.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
What are you doing today, Gary Busey? I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Do you guys know?
Where
do
the
you guys
fuck
know
is
who-
Scritch?
Scritch is right here.
No,
He was just
no,
right in
not
there.
Scritch. I meant Cressida.
Do you know
Yeah.
who Jeff Ramsey is? He's he's one of the founding members of Rooster Teeth. His voice is in Red vs. Blue. He also does technically some voices in Ruby. But do y'all know who I'm talking about?
No.
I don't.
Well, on a podcast once, he told the story how he sat like across from Gary Busey on an airplane ride one time. And
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
this is a real story. This really happened, and like 2 other people were also there because it was a business trip. Like the whole group of them saw Gary Busey in first class, and they said that Gary Busey kept trying to like make these like references that no one could get. Like he'd be like, "We're flying over it like a toucan, yeah." Like he just kept saying weird one-liners and shit that nobody understood, and being super loud about it, and like whoever was sitting next to Gary Busey was clearly not having it because he was like turning his whole body away to like face the window, and so then Gary, who's like in the aisle seat, is then turning to talk to people across the aisle because the people in his own row aren't talking to him. And anyway, it's a really funny story. I think they animated the story too, which I could share with y'all.
Gary
but, yeah.
Busey is a psych. Oh, I had a hiccup. Excuse me.
Yeah?
He's a psycho.
You good, buddy?
It's like the universe didn't want me to call Gary Busey a psycho for a second. It was weird.
Well, you probably just shaved like 10 years off your life for doing that.
How do you spell Busey?
B-E... Is it?
B-U-S-E-Y. I believe it's B-U-S-E-Y.
B-U-S-S-E-Y.
Boosie.
All right, hold on. I know that this is derailing a little bit, but we're talking about Busey so much, and it's really relevant. Seeing it in the chat for the VC.
I promise you I will watch it after the session.
After the campaign is over.
No. Yes, after your encounter with Campbell and his soup cows, you make your way up to the actual front entrance of the interdimensional Waffle House at the end of the road.
You can just buy bottle caps.
And you are greeted by... I'm going to use the actual NPC from the book because I cannot stress enough how unprepared I was for this. There, my name's Sue Harabax. Oh, excuse me. The word man was cut off in half by the 2 parts of the paragraph. Sue Halabrax is an elderly female hue man druid. That's how it's written in the book. So I was like, I read man. Brain shit itself. Hi there, my name's Sue Harabax. Welcome to the Interdimensional Waffle House. Please wait to be seated. And there
I say again, is that your voice, Tommy? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong? What's wrong with my voice?
That was really good. Like you're just blowing my mind right now.
Okay, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it is my dream to be a voice actor. So this is like...
Really? I didn't know that.
Shut the fuck up. You knew that. I was talking to Taylor because Taylor, I don't really.
I know. I'm just giving you shit. I know.
I didn't know that, but I also didn't care. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
This is like,
I genuinely hope you achieve your dream. I love you, and I wish all the good things for you.
This is.
Oh God, I just don't give a fucking rat's dick.
In a way, streaming D&D is like my way of putting my voice out there as like an audition that no one's ever gonna see. No one's ever gonna see, you know?
Does Shane watch these?
I guess sometimes he'll tune in, but he only really watched originally because he was gonna join as a character. And that was years ago. Remember Angwin?
No, my campaign, and he did join, and he was there for a while.
He joined.
Angwin was cool.
Does Shane have any social conflicts with anyone in the group? Because if not, I'm down to invite Shane to my game.
Here's the thing. I invited Shane to play D&D. I'm coughing now because my voice is fucked up from trying to do Gary Busey. Shane doesn't have any conflicts with anybody in this group, but him and ISO are not friends. ISO is another person who is in a couple of our groups.
Shane made some mistakes, but he's doing better now. So I would not be opposed to being his friend at all.
He is doing better?
He's doing much better.
I
That's
invited
If he's
him.
doing better, then yeah, same.
I invited him to play D&D. I invited him to all be on the Witchlight. And I don't remember if I asked Meeper or not, but I wasn't going to invite him to Meeper's game unless Meeper was cool with it. He declined. He's already got his own D&D games going, plus he's got college and shit. He doesn't really
I'm just saying.
He didn't say he doesn't
If
have
you-
time. He said he didn't necessarily want to.
Well, if he ever wants to like reintegrate, going based off of what you said, which is that he's doing better, then
I would talk to him yourself, to be honest, because I've already asked him if he wants to join D&D, and he already politely declined. So, I mean, I
already
could always use another.
I
player.
just messaged him and asked him if he wants to join my campaign. We'll see what
I
happens.
believe you. I believe you.
All right.
Anyway, hi, my name's Sue. Sue Harabat.
Hi, Sue.
Welcome.
Hi,
to the-
Sue.
Are you still carrying me?
Sue.
No, but I'm keeping a close eye on you. If you scamper off to go rifle through someone's pockets, I'm immediately picking you back up.
You're denying him his need to stim.
Can Scritch is gonna walk
Please
up
learn
very
healthier habits.
Scritch is gonna walk up to the lady very tentatively and kind of like he's like rubbing his paws together and he's gonna look up at her and he's gonna say, can Scritch check your pockets?
Um.
And Scritch looks back at Meeper, and Meeper gives Scritch a look, and Scritch is like, oh yeah. And Scritch looks back at the lady and it's like, please.
Roll a persuasion check, because this is adorable. You guys can drag your placards into the inn if you want. I don't have like a reception. Oh, here there is a reception desk. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Search actors. Woman. Nope. It would have been cool if Plutonium had just added a random female NPC.
No,
Sorry,
it's
what'd you tell me to roll? Someone was messaging me.
A persuasion
Persuasion.
check.
Okay. Oh.
Now, sweetie, why would you want to go and do that?
Scritch doesn't know.
I'm sorry, hun, but I can't allow that. I am on the clock, and it would be inappropriate, but go ahead and find yourselves a seat since there's not really many people here.
I'll meet you around back after my shift.
And I don't know, I'll give you the that good gluck gluck. No, I'm just kidding.
Scritch is gonna go put his hands into Spring's pockets to try and cope. It's not quite as good, but it'll do.
It's like an actual stim.
He's tweaking.
When Taylor told me about this little habit of Scritch's, I melted. I love it. An innate, borderline autistic desire to put your hands in people's pockets. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know if it's a reaction to trauma or if it's actually stimming.
It's trauma.
I love it.
Everything that's wrong with Scritch is a result of trauma.
Regardless,
It's charming.
I love it. Anyway.
Yeah, your trauma is our entertainment.
What?
Just so everyone knows, I asked Shane if he'd want to come, and he seemed interested first. Asked what time it would be and all that.
Wait,
And
are you
then-
serious? You
yeah.
actually asked him?
Yeah. But then he asked who was in it, and when I said who was in it, I listed the people who were in it, and I also said all have said they would love to have you. Any past stuff is forgotten and moved on. And then Shane said, probably not, and so I guess he's not coming.
I think Shane feels a tinge of either embarrassment or resentment for anybody from the old group.
Okay.
Really?
No, he just doesn't like Zan.
I don't like Charles.
Actually, I don't know. Me and Shane are cool. Shane and Cassie are cool. Obviously, Shane and Taylor are cool.
Cassie, Catherine, do the two of you want to meet Charles sometime?
Yeah.
I guess you better fucking join the game that's on Sunday, huh?
On second thought, I think I won't.
Yeah, on second thought, I've decided that I never ever want to meet this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much ass.
I don't want to meet the person that can tolerate you 24/7.
In real life, I'm just like Scritch.
Like all the fucking like the if you have like a wooden table, the corners are gnawed off to like a nub.
Charles backhands me and tries to take off my clothes all the time.
Oh, that's hot.
Does he push you down the stairs? Cassie does that to me.
No, you fall in the shower.
You're right. I'm sorry. Please don't
Remember that.
I'm sorry.
Remember that before I push you down the stairs again.
Do you pee on
It
each
was
other in
the
the shower?
shower.
Do I pee in the shower? Everybody does.
Do you pee on each other in the shower? Is what I said.
No.
No.
Oh, okay, that's a funny meme
That's
thing.
serial killer behavior, first of all.
Have you ever seen that video? Have you ever seen that
Serial
video?
killer behavior.
I do enjoy peeing in the shower.
Have you ever seen that video where she says, it's like, first it's the girl, and she says, I'm a so-and-so, of course he drinks my breast milk, and then it cuts to him,
Oh my
and
god.
and he says, and so he's not really wanting to be a part of the trend, so he says, I pee on her in the shower, and she says, no, you're supposed to say that's true, and he says, it is true.
As you guys enter and find your way to a seat, she was right. There aren't many people here, but you do notice something a little strange. The clientele here are extremely varied. Maybe the fact that this place sprung up in the Feywild maybe tickled your bias in a particular direction, but you see some very flavorful people here. There is a beholder wearing a pair of glasses, except it's one big lens with two sides on it. He
How
seems
big
to be
is this beholder?
Beholder sized.
Okay, Scritch is freaking out now.
You see,
Scritch is like going nuts, like kicking and screaming, and like he's gonna leave the room.
That was interesting. You two, enjoy the table to yourselves. I'm gonna go check on Scritch.
you see,
Okay.
you also see Cressida and Lavana, a pair of Duragar, eating lunch together at a table, talking
What's that?
casually.
Remind me?
They are the type of dwarves that exist in the Underdark.
Ah.
Deep dwarves, essentially.
Oh, are those the ones I always pronounce Dwagar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
So I
couple.
hear that you've been pissing in the shower all by yourself, Lavana.
No. Well, sometimes. Not always by myself.
Scritch joins sometimes.
It's great.
It's
It's a stim.
A loofah.
Yeah, it benefits the both of us. No biggie.
And perhaps a little bit stranger than you might expect, even from something called the Interdimensional Waffle House, is a normal human guy with a mustache, a pair of khaki shorts, and a blue what's it called?
Blazer?
Polo shirt. Sitting down with a newspaper, drinking a coffee.
Wait, just like a normal ass like dude?
Yeah, normal ass dude wearing.
Oh, I want to go up to him.
You gonna fuck him, Cassie?
No, I'm not gonna fuck him.
You gonna
Oh,
check his
well,
pockets?
Well, hey there. How can I help you?
Maybe like your hand or
No. It's not. He's not Southern. He's more. He's like a Midwestern. You know. He kind of talks like he's from Wisconsin. He talks about hockey and cheese and whatnot.
Of all the people I've seen here, you are by far the strangest.
Well, I don't know if it's polite to go up to a stranger and just call him strange right out of the get go, but
Oh
I
no! Please don't
suppose-
think.
I suppose.
Please don't think I'm prejudiced.
I would never presume such a. I'm going into a weird voice. Oh no, I would never presume such a thing, my friend. It's more so that I recognize that I might stand out a bit, but You know, we've got the best dang coffee in the whole multiverse, you know? So,
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Far off land called Minnesota.
um, I'm from a little town it's called, you might have heard of it, it's just a little coastal town called Notch.
Not. I'm afraid I have not heard of it.
Spoiler
What-
alert, it's from my homebrew setting. You haven't been there.
It's since been renamed to Miku.
I was it's a funny joke. I was really hoping that he was gonna be from like America. And fuck.
You know,
Does everybody dress the way you do over in Notch?
well, some people do.
Yeah.
You know, things have come a long. Society has progressed a long way since the ether burn.
I'm sorry?
Don't worry.
The what?
Don't stress yourself out about it. It's not really that big a deal. I'm not about to sit here and explain my country's entire history to you. Don't worry about it.
No,
That was the ether burn?
I want to know. Like, that sounds really traumatic, and I like learning about other people's histories.
You people
So-
are on ether all the time? What?
Trauma dump on me, daddy.
Well, essentially, essentially, eons ago, I'm gonna read the entire world lore section. I gotta find it. I don't remember where it is.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to read the whole thing in his voice.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my action.
Well, you see there, eons ago, when the world was young and life as we know it was still in its infancy, the weave was wild and untamed, and those who discovered how to harness and manipulate it were hailed as kings and demigods. Primordial mages besieged the land with destructive magics in a desperate bid to control the world. This war eventually came to be known as the Ether Burn.
You know what you sound like now? You sound like Bookie or Bucko from Adventure Time, the little hologram book that comes out of the Enchiridion.
I disagree. Bucko talks like this really fast. He talks blah 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 blah. I'm Bucko.
Yeah.
The scale of the ether burn was so spectacular that it scorched the northern lands of Tor down to an uninhabitable cataclysmic desert. I messed that sentence up. It burned the northern lands of Tor down to an uninhabitable desert. Cataclysmic though the burn was, it laid down the groundwork for an age of peace and prosperity in which the study of the weave and how to protect what was left of society took priority over petty squabbles. This marked the beginning of the empire of Al-Hadar, and with it a golden age of knowledge and technological advancement. Massive floating cities cleft from the mountains rose above the desolation.
Smog.
Fuck me, it's so hard to maintain this voice. Massive...
You're like morphing into the guy from the Purge planet in Rick and Morty.
You had all that prepared. I'm just gonna stop him. I'm gonna stop him and be like, you have all that.
He didn't have that prepared. He's using AI.
No, I'm using something that I
The
wrote
book.
back
The book.
April 4th.
Yeah, we know. I'm asking him if he like if that was all off the top of his head.
Oh yeah.
We know it's you.
Oh yeah. Off the dome.
Off the dome.
Off the dome.
Right off the top of the dome piece.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you, and
you're welcome.
I'll probably never be visiting Notch in my life. So
Jesus.
bye. You really sold me on the place, you know.
Let me tell you about the Gear Wars.
The Gear Wars.
Make a perception check.
Sure. He's actually from Minnesota. That's a 3.
This is a certified 3 moment.
Just a little bit of 3. We do a little 3 around here.
Well, never say never, friend.
I don't like. I don't like the connotations you put on that one.
He just like grabs you by the face and
He-
fucking
he,
throws
like-
you through a portal.
He Uncle Gales you. He like
Yeah.
gales you to the
He-
painted world.
He stands up straight and pulls off. He like breaks the buttons on his shirt to pull off his shirt, and he's got like the tickets please guy type body.
Well,
with the
hold
sweat.
on.
It's just the
How-
stub.
Just the stub.
What were you guys? How were you guys picturing him, like physique wise?
Hold on.
Khaki shorts and a polo. I'm like an average like.
Yeah,
5
like a
foot 9
Luigi
dude.
mustache.
It's like a 5'9" like dude.
Okay.
Like,
Did you guys
an
see?
NPC.
Do you guys remember Deadpool 2 when he was going through the?
Nope.
Hey, can someone tell me what's the name of the Spelljammer campaign again?
Petulant Tales from
Nope.
Petulant Tales from
That's my homebrew campaign.
No, it's
That's
Oh,
where the Spelljammer is. Right?
it's Kingdom maybe or Queen something.
Are you talking
no.
about the canon Spelljammer adventure module?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I know this one. Hold on.
It's damp, dirty, and deep.
It's like the
Like-
Light of Xerxes.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
You got it. You got it. No,
Autobiography.
you got it. Light as Xerxes. Thank you. Hey, go on.
Tommy, I posted what I imagined him like.
Where?
Oh, hey there,
Public
Nandor.
notes.
Hey there, Washup. Looks like nobody cares about you.
Let me show you what he actually looks like.
He'll learn you a thing or two.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
Your mother and I have a master-slave dynamic.
A full adult woman-sized shit in my Dockers.
I don't want to bring that energy back to Viltrum with me.
Here's what he looks like. Peter from Deadpool 2.
Oh, bless his heart. He's like Paul Blart Mom.
Don't you dare compare my NPC to Kevin James.
Paul Blart,
What?
Mall Cop, Paul
Yeah,
Paul
but
Blart,
he's-
Mall Cop.
All right. While this is all happening inside,
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. RP it out, Scritch.
Scritch, are you quite alright?
Scritch is in a fetal position, upright, and he's just rocking back and forth. His one eye that he has, the mechanical one, kind of whips back and forth, like left to right, really fast, and he's kind of mumbling to himself.
Scritch, have you, I suppose that was quite the odd creature. But I feel like you've probably seen worse, right?
Scritch suddenly jumps up and kind of like he's like standing on his feet are flat on your chest, and he's holding himself upright by holding onto your collar, and he gets his face really close to yours. He wants to eat me.
Scritch, I think he barely even wants to eat waffles, much less you. But,
He
Well.
took my eyes.
Just because he has 11 of them doesn't mean he took one of yours. But I think I understand what's happening. We can avoid this place for now, but, I make no promises that we won't see others who are probably more aggressive in the future.
This was always the plan the first beholder Scritch saw. I had no idea the first beholder Scritch was going to see would be a non-hostile one.
Would
But-
be in the fucking alternate
Yeah.
dimension Waffle House.
Which sucks, by the way, because Taylor, I really want to explore this fucking place and do all sorts of Scritch bullshit, but Scritch is going to stay outside until we are ready to leave.
Scritch, I think. And I'll kind of kneel down in front of Scritch, and I'll say, Scritch,
Hey there,
I can
champ."
tell that this is something that's bothering you, but if there was ever a time for you to even take a crack at trying to get over it, it would probably be now.
There's a lot of bullshit things with Scritch that you could probably, with words like that, encourage him to get over and work and become a better Scritch. His fear for the Beholder is not going to be one of them today. You are literally talking about one of two, like, primary events of his history.
No. All right
Scritch,
then.
but you know what though? Scritch is going to say, "Let me show you," and he's gonna, because you're on his level now, right?
Yes.
He's
Like
gonna get
Elden
really close.
Ring.
He's gonna
Look
get
through his
really,
eye hole.
he's gonna get really close.
Get
And
sucked into
open
his
the-
eye hole and go through a whole DLC.
He's
I
gonna
am
get,
Sans Undertale. Go into my eye.
It's like the unbearable frenzy flame or whatever, where you grab another person and just
I'm laughing so hard my boobs hurt. Scritch is gonna get really
Oh.
close and peel off his eye patch, and the black void inside, in your vision, slowly it spreads to where all you could see is the black, and then the following scene plays itself for you. You see Scritch tumbling, somersaulting backwards. He's yelling, "No, Mom!" No, first of all, not in a broken speech. He's yelling correctly. There's sound this time, by the way. He's yelling in proper speech. He's yelling, "Mom, Dad, no, take me back!" And he's like falling backwards through some weird, like, ethereal veil, and then eventually kind of appears in some place you don't know where. But he comes to a sliding stop along the ground as he kind of somersaults backwards and lands hard on the ground. Eventually, he this is all from a first person's perspective too. Eventually, Scritch kind of slowly gets up, and he's weeping and crying, and he's sad because of something, you don't know what. And he's looking around, left, right. There's floating boulders and rocks all around him. It's like a field of meteorites almost, and there's just sort of ethereal energy in the distance, and maybe some weird giant whale-looking creature swimming off way off over there, and other weird anomalies that don't really make much sense. And Scritch is just like, where am I? And then all of a sudden, Scritch, the vision that you see from Scritch's point of view, it goes just kind of red, and there's a very high-pitched noise, and Scritch falls to his knees, and he's clutching his eyes. He's got his hands up on his own eyes, and you can see his own claws kind of going into his own eyes, and there's blood now in his vision. And he turns, and there's the maw of a beholder coming up towards him, and as his vision goes completely gone and goes black, the maw is closing around him.
Jesus Christ.
Lucy.
Lucy.
One of you got part 2 of Scritch's cutscenes, and the other one got part 4 of Scritch's cutscenes. I wonder who'll get part 1 and part 3 eventually.
Maybe I
Hmm.
DM'd you.
I have to find the correct spot on the map.
I was thinking the same thing, Meeper.
All right. Yeah, so Spring steps up, and you see her think for a second, and she's like, "Oh, well, I suppose that's a bit of a explanation. I think I understand at least partially where your head is at and where it's gone.
If Spring wants to go back inside, Scritch will go too.
Oh, Scritch. I could never leave one of my companions alone. I'm devoted to all of you. Besides, I think it is best if Lavana and Cressida have some time for themselves.
No, no.
Yeah, you see she's just gonna go kind of sit up against the wall and hang out with you. She's gonna hand you your unicorn toy back.
Scritch is gonna say, "I have one just like this."
Well,
Upgrades.
now you have 2.
All right, that's it for Scritch. I wasn't expecting to do 2 of those today, but the Beholder, that was out of nowhere. Like, holy crap! Lavana,
What?
it's you two now. You're inside. We've
Yeah,
done
go on
our
your
role
date.
play.
No. I talked to Mr. Normalton.
I have I'm gonna put something
Oh.
in general, or Witchlight general. I might have talked about this gentleman before.
You mean to tell me that you do not come to the interdimensional Waffle House in the Feywilds often?
Lavana just like that.
Fuck you!
What do you guys know about a canon Forgotten Realms beholder named Large Luigi?
You have told us about him like 3 billion times.
Well, yeah. He's on vacation, and that's him.
Oh.
So, what is everybody up to?
Cassie, I sent you something wildly inappropriate.
I see that.
What?
Nope.
You get it, right?
Oh, I get it.
Because
Although,
she's a fairy.
Oh, what?
You're
well,
a fairy.
all I
Your
see is a
character's
picture-
a fairy.
Like a Barbie doll?
Did you send Cassie the picture of the hamster eating a banana?
What?
No. I sent a picture of like little toy Barbie scissors, like 1 centimeter big scissors, and then a picture of a regular pair of scissors.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
my first thought was like, oh, she was gonna cut it off, and then I realized, oh, it's a sex thing.
It is a sex thing.
Jesus Christ.
We're surrounded by a bunch of cucks.
Naper, if you want to explore the interdimensional Waffle House, please do so.
No, it's fine.
Just whatever you do, don't talk to that guy in the blue polo.
He will talk to you about the Gear Wars.
The Rick and Morty is strong with this scene.
Well, I mean, we're at the table. All right. I order some food. I order like I don't know. I don't even know what kind of money they.
I don't know how the
What kind
two
of money do you take?
I don't know how your date's going, but Scritch and
It's
Spring
not
are
a
already
date.
Scritch and Spring are already making out outside. So
We
It's
take
all
good
good.
for you guys.
we take whatever kind of
Those
money.
buck teeth taste.
We take whatever kind of money, whatever
Finally.
plane of existence you're on accepts. For example, I'm pretty sure we're and she checks a little analog kiosk. It's like a little roller ticker tape thing.
BRB.
I think we are in Prismere. Right, so if you have any just like objects and items of sentimental or
Yeah.
non-sentimental value, we'll accept that. We'll
I get it,
usually
I get it.
take those and convert them into usable currency.
I get it. 2 eggs, 3 sausage, and some toast, please.
You sure? Hey, if you guys, did you guys meet old Campbell out there? He's got something special that only the interdimensional Waffle
Lady?
House.
Lady,
Yeah?
please take my order and leave me alone.
I was so busy trying to upsell. I was so busy trying to upsell you on the soup cows that I totally forgot what you ordered.
I said 2 eggs, 3 bacon, and toast.
Now, is that 3 pieces of bacon or 3 orders of bacon? And is
3
that-
strips
is
of
that
bacon, please.
Okay, so and then I'm assuming the same applies to the eggs. The two cracked eggs, fried, scrambled, sunny side up. How you like them, sweetheart?
Scrambled.
Scrambled with cheese.
Yes.
Little bit of heavy whipping cream mixed in there, salt and pepper, green onions.
Yes,
on
and I
top.
beg this to be the end of this conversation.
All right, I'll be back with your food, Shug. You want some coffee?
Sure.
Are you
You
sure?
know,
And are you sure you don't want to try the soup cows?
I just start crying. Just start crying.
All
I
right.
posted exactly what this scene reminded me. Well, on the Witchlight General.
All right, I'll be right back with the order, sweetheart. No need to break down emotionally in the middle of the Waffle House.
I
Said nobody ever.
am hungry too.
Oh,
Oh, I guess the little piece of shit over here wants to eat as well.
Yeah, the
Silly.
little piece of shit is hungry.
I'm so sorry. Silly me. What can I get you, sweetheart?
What's the soup of the day, please?
That would be the French onion from our cow Frenchie out there. I was struggling to think of her name. I'm so sorry.
Now, is the cheese that goes with the French onion soup produced by a milk or cheese producing cow? Or does that just all come out of the cow in one?
It all comes out of the cow in one, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Nobody here knows where the soup comes from. It just comes out of the cow.
Oh, we know.
They're so talented. I want to support them. I'll take 1 cup of the soup of the day, please.
All right. She pushes a button on her desk. Campbell, 1 soup of the day, please. You got it. You don't hear it. You don't hear it over an intercom or speaker. You hear it through the wall.
I just like that Chris cut it out.
Is the cup of soup? Is it?
Hold on.
Is it Cressida sized or
Hold
is it a cup of soup?
Hold on. Scritch and Spring, you're outside. You see Campbell come sprinting around the corner with a bucket of French onion soup. He sprints in the door. You see nothing beyond this, but Cressida, I'm gonna scoot you guys over to a table just to make this easier for me.
They're sitting next to the beholder.
Campbell throws open this door and slams a bucket of French onion soup on the table. He whips out one of those what are they called? A cloche. He pulls out a cloche and puts it on the table, uncovers it, and there's a pre-warmed, small, Cressida-sized bowl where he delicately ladles out some of the broth, some of the croutons, and then he stirs it around because he can't seem to find the curds of the mozzarella curds at the bottom, and he drizzles some of those on there. He gives you a bow and then manically sprints away with the bucket.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell, and thank the cow for me too.
You're welcome. She said thanks, Frenchie.
Richie!
This is
is
the
like
worst
best night of my life.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
I'm so excited.
Could you please read the thing I just sent you, Tommy, with that voice?
I sure do enjoy the making of soup. It's a wonderful escape from the terrors of my existence.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Charles just got home. I'm gonna go kiss him and stuff. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yay.
Pretty.
And Cressida, for all intents and purposes, this is the quintessential French onion soup. You've got the beautifully caramelized onions, the beef and chicken stock mixed together, the croutons absorbing the broth, and the mozzarella cheese melting on top.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
French onion soup is literally my favorite soup.
It is literally my favorite soup too.
So fucking good. I slurp that shit right up.
Wonderful. And
You got like a little
Little
beer belly.
very beer belly.
And here's your sweetheart. And Sue comes back out with not a plate, but a bowl of scrambled eggs. We ran out of chicken eggs, so I upscaled them to the ostrich eggs free of charge.
Jesus.
So you have a nice big bowl of not cheesy, creamy scrambled eggs with the green onions sprinkled on top. And here's your bacon.
The grunions.
And you, 3 Studio Ghibli big slices of bacon. Nice.
Oh, that's the shit. The Howl's Moving Castle bacon.
Nice and crispy on the outside, but nice and tender and juicy on the inside.
Tommy, stop.
I say nothing.
If you're wondering, those
I
didn't come from.
slap Lavana's hand and tell her to thank her.
If you're wondering, those didn't come from any cows or anything. We made that fresh in the back.
Fantastic.
Being fresh from the
Cows
local
make my
orchard.
soup fresh in the back too.
No, can't the cows are the ones that make the soup fresh and back. You know, we're the only Waffle House in the entire multiverse that offers soup, and it's all thanks to Campbell and his cows.
Well, God bless them all.
Fuck. We had to put. Fuck! I can't do it. No, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Please.
No, I'm not gonna say.
We
what
had
I
to
was
put
gonna
him
say.
down.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Please, dude. Please, please.
We had to take Gumbo out back and shoot her in the head, but that's just life.
Poor
Jesus.
Gumbo.
You wanna know what kind of
bullet
soup?
in her brain.
You wanna know?
I'm back.
You wanna know what kind of soup Gumbo made?
How'd your?
Was it gumbo?
It was chicken tortilla.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I thought. What I was just thinking. Nope.
My kissing went well. He touched my butt, if you must know.
TMI? Tiamat?
Pretty heterosexual.
Hetero. Ew, 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 ew,
It would-
ew, ew, ew.
It would have been really
ew,
funny
ew,
if I said he touched my dick.
Still hetero.
I know.
Arguably less so.
Arguably more.
But does he love you enough to push you out of the shower or down the stairs?
He pushes
Yeah, is
me
he a
into the
shower
bed.
pusher or a stair pusher?
He's a bed pusher.
Or is he
Oh.
a bed pusher?
Cringe. He's
He's
weak.
Oh,
He's a bed pusher and then a bed wet. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my
a head pusher,
Yeah.
Catherine. Jesus.
He's a drug pusher.
Yeah, he's a drug mule.
Work mule.
The beholder sitting next to you at the table.
Love you, babe.
Comments on the.
Oh, my love him
Hey
too.
there, I should have gotten the big full English myself. That's some mighty fine looking bacon you got there.
I like. My jaw drops and I'm like, is that large Luigi?
Oh, the one you've heard of me, the one and only.
I saw you in a book
Hey,
once.
I'm on vacation from the asteroid
Sure.
field where my own little tavern is set up.
Well, come over here. Come sit. Come sit.
He does. He does. He puts his little beholder butt in a chair, even though he floats.
So, how's things?
I'm pretty sure Sue here can attest that running an inn is hectic and chaotic, and you meet all kinds.
Oh, it's just so crazy to be sitting with an actual legend.
Did I ever
The-
tell you about the mountains of madness?
The
I
beholder.
loved when you
that ate-
disintegrated that CEO, Large Luigi.
That beholder that ate Scritch, by the way, is dead canonically. The one that from Scritch's backstory.
You mentioned something like that to us
Yeah.
the other day when we were playing Meeper's campaigns. You said something about
Yeah.
he ate a beholder. I remember you
So
said that out loud.
I told everybody what happened the day one with Scritch's rhyme. The beholder ate me. The elder brain ate the beholder, but I ate the brain because I'm bolder.
Oh, that's right.
Scritch ate his way out of the two of them,
I,
and that's why he eats everything now.
What an idiot.
I'm gonna
What an idiot!
I'm gonna ask.
But really quick, Charles
Large-
is here. Charles is here, and I wanted Charles just to meet Cassie and Catherine really quick.
I'm gonna ask Large Luigi if he's heard about Brian Thompson.
Hello,
Okay.
I am Charles.
I'm
Hello, Charles.
I can't believe Shadow's so good at throwing her voice.
Oh yeah, so
Pretty
great.
crazy.
What do you say?
I love Shadow so much. I'm definitely not at gunpoint.
This is
my head right now like I'm a child.
This this is not a script. I love my wife very much.
Yes, my
And-
partner is very good to me. There
My
is
name
no.
is Walter Hartwell White.
Really,
I have
Nigra
been-
avoid plane.
I have been informed. I have come to inform you that the scars are from falling down the stairs.
Falling down the stairs. Yes, exactly. All right, I'll give you back to her.
See,
Hey, babe.
Stupid.
I really
Okay.
do ask him about Brian Thompson, though.
I never heard of no Brian Thompson. We got a Tryon Bronson down in my corner of the multiverse.
Jesus.
Does he happen to be a very successful businessman?
Not anymore.
Okay, I'm done being meta.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is still pretty bare bones. This will function as an inn. You get your daily supply of rations here if you want them, and you get a long rest. Mechanically, there is some stuff here. Yeah, Sue offers free beds, hot meals, and slices of delicious plum pie to her guests. As long as you guys follow the Fey rules of conduct.
Where are the stairs at on this floor that lead to this floor? Oh, okay. They kind of mesh.
Yeah. So it comes here, and it sort of, I suppose. Let me pull up the pencil. I guess it would make sense that it would, because of how the stairs look here. You know.
I can see them now. Yeah,
it makes
I get
sense
it
that
now.
it would U up like that.
Yeah, it's all good. I just didn't see them at first. The ones over here.
Now I need to delete that. I don't know how to delete that.
When
Oh, I figured
When
it
I
out.
was
Under drawing tools, you click the select and then
I
you
got it.
mouse over it and you delete it.
when I was showing Spring the thing in the eye hole, and y'all were talking about like a place in space and a map thing. Like, what were y'all talking about?
I'm sorry. What?
I was when I was showing Spring the eye hole thing. You two were saying, "No, send me the map or something," and like, what spot in space is that? I thought the same thing, Meeper, and I just didn't know if that had something to do with it or if it was something else.
No idea.
I was showing Meeper I was describing the scene to Meeper, and then Meeper said, "Let me message you the map or something," and I just didn't. Never mind.
I just said I wanted to. I sent Meeper a DM specifically. I wanted to see. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Alright,
was just
never mind.
confused as to what Tommy was asking at the time.
It was a private thing. It was a character thing that I was trying to see.
Oh yeah, all good. I just didn't know if it involved Scritch. Never mind.
It sort of involved Scritch, but not like directly involved Scritch. It was more of how the voices in her head would perceive this story, and I wanted to see if there would be any reaction, essentially.
Oh, okay.
I promise by the next time you guys encounter the interdimensional Waffle House, there will be new patrons, new stories that they want to tell, new soups from the soup cows. But this is all I had for it.
Let's see. Well, did all of our travel encounters for the day, so we could stay here.
Yep, and you won't need to take a night watch. I will say, if you want to stay here, you do get to roll your d4 to see who you wake up as.
It is.
Reconnection successful. Did it work? Did it actually work?
Connection terminated.
Until we ran
Which
into this
sucks.
Waffle House, for the record, I was making a really strong
fine.
conscious effort to not do too much BS with Scritch. I genuinely was like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck stuff up. I'm not gonna just constantly go crazy and ruin everything. I'm gonna try and focus and let Scritch be a bit more mellow. And then Tommy's like, oh yeah, there's a place with soup cows, and it's just all that went out the window.
I
For
was
the
very
record,
close to casting Enhance Ability so that you would win your strength check so that you could keep the cow, like, attached to your mouth.
I want to point out real quick, just so that I can let you guys know what the scene was like. As you guys walked in, this door, I suppose, was open, which is how Scritch saw the beholder. And this door was also open. The two Duragar are sitting at this table back here, eating their food, and the normal ass guy in khakis was sitting here in front of the fire, and large Luigi was in here eating by himself, and then you guys came in and joined him. Those doors are closed. Those doors are closed now.
All right, we go to our room. Rooms, plural.
As you guys finish,
Well, yes. Let's find the proprietress.
All four of us share a bed. Sorry.
As you guys finish eating, Sue comes up to you. Well, I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed your meal. The rooms are free, but the food is gonna cost a trinket or two. That's up to you which one you want to give. That being said, the pies are quite nice if you want to get some dessert. No additional charge. It comes with the bill. Comes with the room.
Sure, I'll take a slice of pie. I have a nice novelty potted plant to trade for a meal.
And she takes your tiny little potted plant and gives you a slice of pie and a key to a bedroom upstairs.
Thank you so much.
You want some pie there, hun? And she points to you, Lavana.
No. And that potted plant covers both of our meals.
I mean, I suppose it could just this once, but I mean, I suppose Luigi here did scare off your friend something fierce, and I suppose not everybody's used to seeing a beholder out here in the daylight.
Lavana's tone, it's like she's dead-eyeing this woman right now. Like, that'll pay for all of it.
Yeah, it honestly, not even an exaggeration.
She hands you a room key as well. And as you guys head upstairs for the night and lay down, Lavana. First off, Meeper, go ahead and roll a d4 if you want.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say.
What beds we sleeping in?
That's up to you.
When we get our room keys, I assume
Rooms are up here.
we get 2 rooms.
It's up to you guys.
2 people each.
However you guys want to divvy up your room keys.
All 4 of us are gonna sleep in one bed.
No.
Like Weirdy Day. I would never do that.
I mean, I don't mind bunking with spring, autumn, winter, or summer.
So you'll fuck 4 different women, but not a bone fairy.
No, I don't want you.
Are you certain? I mean, I'm fine if you wish to stay the night with Cressida. She doesn't take up much space.
Oh.
Stop.
What a bad compliment.
Oh, and young lady, she talks to you, Lavana. One more thing.
What?
Sweet dreams tonight.
Don't.
What?
No.
What does that mean? that woman, that southern woman who sounds so nice, she's coming to your bedroom tonight, Lavana.
We'll see about that.
I'll search under your bed for a voodoo doll.
I've already said this before, by the way, but just to be very clear, relationships mean nothing to Scritch. Asexual, aromantic, none of that stuff is anything to Scritch. But Scritch is following Spring because Spring's been nice to Scritch, and Scritch is upset, and Scritch likes cuddles and sleepy times.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad platonic cuddles.
Mm.
What was Lavana gonna say?
There is definitely such thing as bad platonic cuddles.
There's no such thing as bad consensual platonic cuddles.
I like the
Yes,
lineup
sir.
on these beds, by the way. Look at the Meeper's going to the one that no, come on, Meeper, lay at this one over here.
You're the
lay at
one
this one.
small. You can fit in that one.
No, but look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Spring, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck your sister.
Jesus.
Spring, put yourself on one of this one. Seriously, on one of the sides, either side. But like, put yourself on this. Try to, please. You just hang half off. Scritch is a bed hawk.
You're like my cats.
Cassie
you let
and Cressida, are you Lavana and Cressida, are you going to lay down as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will meditate.
Do you let Scritch lay in the same bed, Meeper, or no?
I don't.
No, you
Great.
you get the California King Queen.
Me?
What was
No,
your
I was
answer,
talking to, I was
Meeper?
talking to Cassie. Oops.
I got a California King. Okay, it's a twin bed. It's my roommates. Don't worry, we're cool. Well, you see, I'm a Ladrin, so I don't use a bed. I just kind of take a pillow and some of the blankets, and I go sit down to meditate.
Well, Scritch will just curl up like a fucking cat next to you and sleep against your leg or something.
That's fine.
Good night, Frenchie. Good night, Progresso. Good night, Clamato. Good night.
However,
Good night, Crispy Tortilla.
Good night, Gordini Supremi.
even though we
Wait
go
a
to
minute,
sleep,
Good night, Moscow.
even though we go to sleep like this, by the way, Scritch actually, like, you wake up with Scritch in your bed, straight up. Just
So if Gumbo the cow, rest in peace,
Gumbo the cow, rest in peace.
Like
made
Willie.
chicken tortilla soup, does chicken tortilla make gumbo?
No, chicken tortilla makes chicken tortilla. That's why they got chicken
They
tortilla.
haven't figured out gumbo yet.
That's why they got chicken tortilla, because Gumbo died.
too spicy on the nipples.
Mm.
Jesus. All right.
Oh, you've heard of heartburn. Wait till you hear of nipple burn.
Jesus.
Progresso is actually the one that makes Gumbo. Back to autumn. Let's go. All right. As you guys lay down for the night, you all fall into a pretty easy rest. This is a very comfortable hotel. Or a very comfortable inn, rather, I should say. Except you, Lavana. This has nothing to do with Sue or her weirdly ominous and, dare I say, prophetic warning. You lay your head down in a comfortable bed for the first time since you left the carnival, and a strange dream befalls your mind as you drift off. You see a circle cut in three, and as the scene shifts, it pans down to the center of the circle where three silhouettes are shaking hands. One of them has a hooked nose and a key in her back. One of them can hardly tell, but she almost looks like a toad. The silhouette makes it difficult to make out any real features outside of maybe bramble growing out of her neck. And the third one is even harder to describe. A blocky shape, almost, as if her clothes are designed to abstract what she looks like. Is it a veil? And then you see the three critters from the carnival. The sow pig hides behind the one with the key in her back. The wraith that wears a mask hides behind the one whose features are impossible to make out. And the Lornling, the creepy little green toad thing who was sneaking around picking people's pockets, hides behind the one who you could almost mistake for when I say toad, I should have said, think of a very quintessential looking witch, but fatter and balder. And as the scene pans back up and out, you see a ticking clock, or the semicircle as the hands of a clock, and they're ticking forward. And
this is all a dream?
This is what you perceive to be a dream.
Right. Okay. But it's happening like while I'm asleep,
Yes.
basically. Okay.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.